age. And so probably I'm in the right place at the right time. And it could only be by divine instruction. Also, at least 50% of those positions will be occupied by women. So it is not just a cosmetic declaration by somebody who wants to be president. Because you know, when you make these public statements, and you can ask, my team is made up. You know, I'm not a new comer to this game. So people know the kind of teams that I've been working with. But if you look at my team now, it is all driven by young people. So it's a commitment I've made not just because I'm doing it cosmetically, but that is the only way to go. If you're talking about change, then it has to be driven by the people who have the greatest interest.
Currencies depreciate when the fundamentals are wrong.
Right.
And the mismanagement of this economy in terms of the fundamentals is what was driving the depreciation of the currency. You can't be running double-digit deficits, double-digit current account and fiscal deficits, borrowing to this extent, financing your deficit with huge printing of money from the central bank,
right,
and expect your currency to be stable. The fundamentals will not support it. Currencies depreciate when the fundamentals are wrong.
Right.
And the mismanagement of this economy in terms of the fundamentals is what was driving the depreciation of the currency. You can't be running double-digit deficits, double-digit current account and fiscal deficits, borrowing to this extent, financing your deficit with huge printing of money from the central bank,
right,
and expect your currency to be stable. The fundamentals will not support it. Currencies depreciate when the fundamentals are wrong.
Right.
And the mismanagement of this economy in terms of the fundamentals is what was driving the depreciation of the currency. You can't be running double-digit deficits, double-digit current account and fiscal deficits, borrowing to this extent, financing your deficit with huge printing of money from the central bank,
right,
and expect your currency to be stable. The fundamentals will not support it.
NDC for sorry and ne almost say MPP Akufo-Addo aban yenye hwe ene oma sorry anopa akobo dompim e wo Jubilee House say omu kotu aban ye because ene de ekoso no e ye omu tan to the extent say ene John Mahama de obey Okroma Ghana go ref esa say ye ya crofo subanya omu didi aban eno na akofa wi aba nanka sebi Edian SC Jamasi Tupana, ne Ekojobo NDC Amanyo Kuanyano Kasa Ukroma to the extent say, and then Memani Kroma, whether we like it or not, we tell you, we cannot allow NDC to come to power. We cannot, because we know me so China. Said your brand take said your kai, you will never, your life will never be safe under this regime. You nim the ombetimi aye. Any sunsansua a betimi dia ba wabrabo. Any ayakayaka de ni ensamfua oba bedi no Okroma. Don't forget, John Mahama oba fie na pe o. E fie na pe e na o pe. Na san fie na no. Sabi ocho no oku a obi anya ne hwe. Ocho no yo there mabuno no future no is at stake, and we need to decide say party no baby ayigina no yigina kono. We are at a crescendo and we need say this is the time for us to fight and rescue our party. Nani nyina be ya unity power, unity power, unity power.
How can anybody tell this present government or their opposition that God is with them? Who has the boldness to talk that nonsense? God is with them. Don't you know when God is with somebody? Those people, they don't go through madness. I'm telling you. You are jam a check. I'm telling you. Tell Jubilee House the Lord is against you. Tell Jubilee House judgment is on your head. Tell Akufo-Addo you are under judgment. Tell him. I told you the mind of God. Let me tell you, this Occupy Jubilee House demo, don't take it lightly. You better take it serious. That is another emergence. You see those people out there, don't take them for joke. Something is bubbling in our hearts. And that's something, if you don't take it, will explode. I'm telling you, what they are doing there is more dangerous than a coup. They are telling you they don't like the style of leadership. They can stand in the rain, they don't care, they can leave their jobs, and don't joke with that too. There are mutinies all over. The Bible said kingdom will rise against kingdom and nation shall rise against nation. Yeah, that is that thing. You are seeing Matthew chapter 24 and you are seeing from verse number 5 and 6. That is what you are seeing. Jensen Gunu. Jensen Gunu was off for you. Ubetio. Ubeti. Untia betio.
Na me koti em groma amobia. Na so ko mo hwe no. You see? Yeah. Hold on. You see? Then people for your one you fa obi nko gina court near ready. You see? Demonstration that will go against MPP. Me am got you. I swear to God. So what did
like he's a human rights advocate.
I asked that question earlier. Someone brought up that argument. I was asking them what they make of the president's claim of his record as a human rights defender.
I would decline to answer that. Trust me, you don't know.
You plead the fifth.
I am pleading the fifth heavily. And let me tell you one of the reasons why we are here. The fact that I am pleading the fifth. The fact that I have been silenced, so that if I'm to say anything, then it could be antagonizing the government. The fact that as a citizen of Ghana, I can't answer a question about my president. That is the reason why we are here. We're not timorous souls. Well, at least some of us, look at us here. We're not timorous souls, so we'll fight to the end. You have to change something. Something has to change, because we're not going anywhere. Maybe it was the oldies. Look at us. We're young people. We have energy, and we'll come for you. No, because why is it that the amount of money that was found in our madam's house, and what did they do? They thanked her for her service and was... Let me tell you, since I was 18 years old, I have had 3 careers, right? I have had a swimming school. I've been teaching as a swimming instructor for 7 years, okay? And then I've been working as a social media influencer on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, you name it. And in addition to that, I've been practicing for law. I've been studying for the law to eventually make money in that area. And finally, I've been basically working on my YouTube career as well. How many sources of income did I mention? 4. And I take the trotro every day because I can't afford anything. Are you saying Uber, please? Let's be serious. I saw a tweet that says the politicians probably like they're belly full. I do 010 or 001. Do you know what that means? No eating breakfast, no eating lunch. You just eat supper. I'm not even hands to my chest. I say this on my YouTube. I'm very honest. I don't lie. I struggle to even take the trotro sometimes. I'm telling you facts that happen to me. Someone who has 3 sources, 4 sources of income. How? Unless the government is not working. I used to have a car. I used to drive. My brothers and sisters, I used to drive. Right now, for me to be able to afford that car, I just parked there. My dad sold it off. I can't afford this lifestyle. And I'm talking about taking trotro. I'm not talking about Ubering or driving. I'm talking about taking the trotro. At times I have to make sure that the money I'm holding is enough so I don't get embarrassed. What is it? No, because it's different if you say like, oh, I just have 1 source of income, or maybe I'm not even working. I've been working for 7 years. Give me a break. I should have something to my name that shows that yes, I've been working in this country.
People cannot afford private clinics. They died. Kidney failure every single day. They die. But what do you know? You let them use you. You let the government use you as a tool when you cannot even afford basic health care. You cannot afford it. If something happens to you today, you will get nothing from the government. You will get a surrogate, a little amount family, and you'll be gone. You'll be gone. But you brutalize us, you arrest us, you treat us as a sworn enemies. Meanwhile, we are not after you. It is for you. You can't. And you're a terrorist. God will judge you. God will judge you. You will answer to God. You see people die every day. You will answer to God. When you take your parents to Kolebu and they can't get dialysis, you will answer to God. God will judge you. God will judge you and judge your honor from above. And judge your fucking honor from above. God will judge you. You will live in the poor condition. Your pay is not enough. You cannot afford education. Your scholarship is not for you. Your children are at home because of this. You cannot afford it. I swear. God will judge you. God will judge you for being used as a tool. God will judge you. Judge you. Each and every one of you that treat us as the enemy. God will judge you. God will judge you. And if the country is poor, you will suffer the most. Police suffer the most. You die every single day. You die every single day in robbery. What you get from it? You will die poor. This country, the way it is, you will die poor. Your boss will be used. You will be sorry. You will be sorry. You will be sorry. They pay you money and you think you are all right. Died this morning. You think you are all right. It's what I said. Nobody. We teacher can afford 400 cities dialysis. We teacher. And he died. He died. 24-year-old. He died. Not because of sickness. The country failed them. You, I swear, God will judge you. What you did on Thursday. God will
My lady, calm down. Wait, calm down. My lady, calm down. I want to hear a story. Calm down. What's your name?
Nasiba.
I can see. Calm down. You calm down first. Let's go. Calm down, baby. Calm down. You're very angry.
I'm very angry.
What's your story?
I am very angry. I'm more angrier this morning. People are dying each day. The dialysis machine in Kolebu got spoiled. Do you know the number of people who died? A 24-year-old boy died this morning. His father is a teacher. His father is a teacher. Gave over 30 years of his life to the service. Could not afford transplants. Could not afford dialysis. 400 cities a week. What do you mean? Do you know how much taxes they check out every day? The cost of living. But you bring in flowers for your daughter's birthday. You bring a cake to celebrate 11. God will judge the government. God will judge Akufo-Addo. It will hurt him. It will be excruciating. It will be in pain. Somebody who built his career on protest. He built his career on protest. God will judge him. God will judge him. He will meet his death. He will meet his death. Making people suffer. Look at the Ghanaian youth. Look at every one of them using the police as a tool. Others arrested on Thursday, treated, beaten, and lied about it. Beat us, lied about it. Said they didn't beat anybody. What is wrong with protest? This country's independence was founded on protest. It was founded on protest. But I guess he doesn't know that because he thinks government owes him. Ghana owes him something. His birthright. You worked so hard to become the worst president ever. God will judge him. God will judge him.
Team Kalawu Kuman in the Obia Jane. They say about 7:45. Check-in has started from British Airlines, United Airlines, your friend say Delta Airlines. Yankusha Airport. You pay Jane. Again, Naka Adebe home sweet home. Yes, it's Obia Shady. Home sweet home. That movie, in the Ghana, I don't know better place for which to live. And you are telling me, and talk for yourself, don't talk for the police. Police, for majority of them, for material no for project or for public 2 million or we have to talk about you say no munjai doesn't beauty say almost say black here mamu bi they are quiet in their pain a year mu in omunjai enti ye adwuma say adwuma mo pe mo man we mo menya bia ya I was Saturday to do it or quit the whole month night shift.
People cannot afford private clinics. They died. Kidney failure every single day. They die. But what do you know?
Me last week no me ni ha. Say MPP let away. Control let away ba ha. So when who let away? What kind?
Last week Bulldog kind live.
Who can let away? Okay.
Very useless letter.
I agree with you. Control let away the Baha. Reform United Showbiz program. Nipa no control let away na. And you know natural here. Obi natural or signing him say one kind. Nipa na ni din sha say minim no. Onim nyansa. Whoever wrote this, I'm saying it be a pressure. I don't say no more year or hand it be a pressure. I will just give him the benefit because meaning nipa no chole nipa na ya tro ni din wa ha as your friend is saying William Yeboah meaning no onye no chole let away. Obi am for the phone mo MPP Google article 162 1992 Constitution Google 1624 kan ade a tro so we Google now kan sa ade na Beso so create ankasa no kan na ho so be kan man 1624 162 we dey call 162 na kan 4 no say then na atro or say yen reforming United Showbiz program and this is coming from a political party we are sana wo hu ye hi salet mbese mo kan sa de ni
1624
162
editors publishers of newspapers and other institutions of mass media shall not be subject to control or interference by governments, nor shall they be penalized or harassed for their editorial opinion and views or the content of their publications.
Fine, no problem. This for now kind but you kind of speed. But some Canada 40 as now say nipa no kind let away no or troll how they do it. This is a political party telling us to reform this program that we do. And this is what the Constitution of Ghana is saying. Read it for.
Editors and publishers of newspapers and other institutions of the mass media shall not be subject to control or interference by governments, nor shall they be penalized or harassed for their editorial opinions and views or the content of their publications.
Yen aban emrana emrana ema MPP ye party to me operate wo krom ha. Emrana ema Nana Akufo-Addo to me ye president of Ghana no. Sambrani ya chuo musa ade ye wo hey. No political party can interfere in what we are doing here.
I'm
talking about this political party as MPP. So now I'm coming. Now this letter that they have written is stating that Yema MPP for crime or mumba show some be count wide. As you name say show ya yetisu hey. Mr. Logic, a strong MPP manner. Every day he's speaking for MPP. But you know the reason why Omo complain say MPP for Maha. Because Mr. Logic speaks for Kennedy Japan. So Kennedy Japan is not seen as what the party is looking at doing. And when you continue doing stuff like this, this is what will make people say that the whole party is set up into a certain direction at this point. And these people are the people who are making the job of the government very, very difficult. As for me, apart from my personal interest, which of course I will state clearly any day, anywhere, I will never speak like ABSA Yebaha say me sha tadie frifia ba say me be kan some in favor of Nana Akufo-Addo, and I will not do it. I will never do it.
I will do it.
Yeah, that is you. I will never do that one because Akufo-Addo will not be there for me, and I will not be there for it. But maybe I tell me say bibi e no kura America. Yeah campaign a yeba aben mu no Akufo-Addo wa ni krom kwan nyina me krom ufi awon bo konso ayemu akwan from Winneba to Agunaso Edo kwan ne ye nti krom fo hu say ma betena ha some be defend there, but my dream say be my dream coming. You know, like member ha some be can some ma aban no and you one. Number 2, you have an information ministry with 2 deputies. This government has an information ministry with 2 deputies. If you have an information ministry with 2 deputies and you cannot sell what your projects and your programs, and you want United Showbiz as a platform for you, you have and the funny part is that the Ministry of Information has a government spokesperson at the Ministry of Information. You still want to make Kanwasema Ghana for
7 years.
Apart from that, obi o pebia no onkofa report on presidential staffing 2020. Obi o wo bibia no mamchira wade bi. Ade o Ghana. But okitwe bi. Okay. Menche. Oko your friend saying oko your friend saying chapter 14 of report we ade ayatro wo ni me kan 14 kakra bi me bubo positions bi achro na mako 15 14 no ye wo ade ekura wo hefa okay, national report any I'm sure my space
yo
bacho meba
yo
se wokọ ọmampani atena ya enipa omwo ho a edwuma omwo beyama aban in terms of communication miami nua Jefferson Saki or your deputy director communication president secretariat your deputy director communication vice president your deputy director communication president secretariat or your friend Yusuf Bibi Kofi Christopher or your deputy director of communication vice president your over 16 abehe your technical communication and assistant your friend Habib your Tahir or your technical communication assistant Joshua technical communication assistant George Kumi technical communication assistant Francis Odro technical communication assistant Meneke Nofurata nam Chebia Papa mu nyina ni ho mu nyina mu ye technical communication assistant mu gu flat staff house mu be edwuma abo aban mu akira aban ne ekọ obi abetena ha say wakontrol letter we e di abaha say United Showbiz any baby a wo betumi akiro na letter we e metan because unu ade kudintia yen yatena fie ha and you receive some calls be say you begu UTV United Showbiz hey UTV omom hwe 90% MPP for na onu baby ade tia ye ade na ye wa no unam krom no mu hye so mo ye ade pa makola forma o kan hye form is the go on executive despite Mr. Sapon mo namfofo nyina no bebre na ye MPP for hye san boy abaso because omu sade ye no eye papa sa let away MPP for mu ya ade we a time then we will attack you more and obi mamu ntro biem let phone so let phone mo bi antro so let bi you cannot nobody in this country can decide what we do on this show, especially when the president of Ghana is an astute lawyer and somebody who believes in the rule of mamu ntro so ade biem MPP before ya mama oson ansomo mo pentatia Osophagus Mudia Yankwan Emfa.
Come. Thank you. God bless you. And God bless America. Thank you very much.
What is the difference between the ordinary thief and a political thief? Number one, the ordinary thief steals your money, your bag, your watch, and your jewelry, isn't it? But the political thief steals your future, your career, your education, your health, and your business. Number two, the hilarious part is that the ordinary thief will choose whom to rob. But you are the one who choose the political thief to rob you. Because we choose them. We vote them. We blindly say we are not blind. Who is deceiving who? The ridiculous part of the whole issue is that we will fight to defend and protect our belongings from the ordinary thief. Is it not? But we fight each other to defend and protect the political thief. Is that not what we do? Thugs will be fighting themselves to protect those that are stealing our career, stealing our job, stealing our health, stealing our success. What a shame.
If you reach a certain stage in life and there is nobody who can look you in the eye and tell you the truth, you are doomed. And that is where our country has gotten to. We need to rescue this country. Wallahi. And I feel very terrible as a Ghanaian at this time. This country is in serious trouble, ladies and gentlemen. We are in serious trouble. We need to rescue this country, ladies and gentlemen. The presidency has been so depraved, so muddied, so dirtied, that I tell you in all sincerity as a Ghanaian, that I feel terribly sad today as a Ghanaian. We need to rescue this country. Wallahi. Inshallah. Please don't cry. We shall rescue our country.
Government is broke, government is broke. But people are spending billions to go inside the government that is broke. Have you ever seen a minister who resigned because government is broke before? Government has no money. Have you ever seen a governor who said, ladies and gentlemen, when I was elected, I thought the government had money. Now I discover government has no money, I resign. Have you ever seen it? Government has no money, but they are bringing money out at election time. Where is that money coming from? So they are lying. What is happening is that there are two types of wicked people in government. Type 1, they eat current money. Any money they find in government, they will eat it. They are wicked about that one. There is type 2. Type 2, they eat current money and future money. They will say, my term will end next year. When I leave, how will I eat money? Let me borrow money now and borrow money of the future and eat it now.
Right, hello, good morning and welcome to the show. This is Good Morning Ghana live on Metro TV. It's a Wednesday, the 11th day of October 2023. By His grace, we're live and we're here. We're yet another edition of the show. Gratitude to go to the Most High God for the rare privilege of being alive and, of course, the opportunity of having another conversation around the top stories making around here in Adia Republic. I'll let you into our panel for the morning's conversation shortly. But let's take a look at the front pages of our newspapers. Daily Graphic. Galamsey allegations. Frimpong Boateng fails to provide evidence. AG. Death over cash and carry at Aplaro. Family appeals for justice. Funeral rites for Theresa Kufuor starts November 16. And there's a special supplement on the Ghana CEO Awards. Ghanaian Times. After 50 years, National Service Scheme to become authority. President. Theresa Kufuor to be given state burial on November 16. Boy 15 arrested for allegedly killing grandmother at Bonasua. Parliamentary probe into leak tape. Committee can't do open-ended, wide-ranging probe of entire police service. IGP legal team insists. Daily Guide. Frimpong Boateng Galamsey claims empty. AG. Cecilia Dapa versus OSP Palava deepens. IGP fights Atachia. Alan woos Kennedy to butterfly movement. NSS to be made authority. Nana. A new crusading guide. Frimpong Boateng has no evidence to support Galamsey allegations, says AG after scrutiny of police docket. Government to hold seminar on disinformation 19th October. Kuka cautions NPP against attacks on Akufo-Addo. Ghana fully committed to improving lives of women in cross-border trade. Minister. Alliance exit regrettable. Ukwe committee must sit up. Afri Akoto. Magdam Foundation donates dialysis machines to 37 military hospitals. Is this the truth behind this BOG and NDC Chaskele? The insight. We're suffering and dying. Aggrieved Gold Coast customers cry out. Picket at Finance Ministry to demand locked up funds from government. Socialist Movement Ghana condemns NPP attack, intimidation of UTV workers. Leave Elembele MP out of evaluate Ajomoro Jira upcoming NDC primary saga. NDC supporters tell Emmanuel Enoch Kofi and others. Palestine. Gamal Nasser to speak on real situation as world stands with Palestinian struggle. Death penalty. Susu rise to President Nana Akufo-Addo over plight of 181 prisoners. The Herald. Ex-speaker stages coup at law firm with death certificate and obituary faces legal action. Frimpong Boateng jabs Akufo-Addo, Gabi and others. Family, friends and concubines government ruling. Cecilia Adapa refuses to be stripped naked by OSP. UTV breaks silence over attack by NPP thugs as police show signs of selective justice. The Daily Statesman. NSS to transition to authority. Government to organize seminar on impact of disinformation. Late Theresa Kufuor to be given state burial November 16. Professor Boateng's Galamsey allegations failed test for prosecution. Ghanaian publisher. AG justifies rejection of Galamsey report. Frimpong Boateng provided no evidence. Bawumia widens lead in NPP presidential primary. CTAP, Efri Akoto tells Okwe's committee. ADB MD grabs agribusiness award. UTV breaks silence over studio invasion. The Finder. Dismissal fear grips University of Ghana Legon students, level 200 and 300 students with CGPA below 1 to be sacked. Ecobank Ghana appoints Joanna Mensah as acting MD. Congratulations. Frimpong Boateng fails to back Galamsey report with evidence. AG. Alan's exit regrettable. Okwe's committee must sit up. Dr. Akoto. UTV condemns attack, says it won't be deterred. Daily Post. Professor Frimpong Boateng says credible economists have told him it will take 30 years to bring Ghana's economy destroyed by Akufo-Addo and Bawumia back to any semblance of recovery. NPP supporters pretending to be NDC supporters to storm TV studio to protest against anti-NDC content. Minority condemns Ministry of Health's response to the extended delay in clearing HIV antiretroviral drugs at Ghana's ports. A Japadia, that's also on the front page of Daily Post. And this Japadia document has become a sought-after document lately. They say the prophecies are coming to pass. We'll be back shortly.
You are your own person, unique, one of a kind, special. That's why you deserve everything tailored to suit your particular taste, your preference, your needs. Just like MTN Just For You. You can get customized offers tailored to who you are. Dial *141# or use the MyMTN app to get to choose from a variety of offers made just for you.
Betway is your gateway to a theme park full of gaming excitement. A whirlpool of wonder where your favorite games come to life. Where you can take to the skies with max payouts that reach into the millions. All in the palm of your hand. Visit betway.com.gh. Terms and conditions apply. Betway is regulated by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. No under 18. Bet responsibly. Betway. Bet your way.
Enjoy the fruits of your labor, they say, but as humans, aging and physical infirmity stands our way of enjoying our mansions and homes. It often becomes challenging, if not impossible, to use our stairways day in, day out. With portable American pneumatic vacuum elevators, PVs, you are assured of unlimited enjoyment of your mansions and homes. It's a self-supported elevator for vertical movement of humans and goods at homes and offices. The original comes in 3 custom-made models with wheelchair accessibility. Call it luxury, but it's a necessary imperative for vertical mobility. Do not let aging or infirmity limit you. Get one for your easy vertical mobility at home. It's affordable and can be installed in just 3 days without modification to your existing building. It's however easier to incorporate it at the construction stage. We also have traditional Fuji elevators and escalators for your high-rise buildings and malls. Visit Lifts and Elevators Company Limited at Sakumono for your elevators nationwide. For free consultation to call or WhatsApp us on 0200-535-515. Lifts and Elevators, the elevator people.
Ready for something refreshing and great tasting for your kids' enjoyment? Angel Cola.
For your graduation enjoyment,
Angel Cola.
Beach hangout,
Angel Cola.
For all your refreshing moments,
Angel Cola.
For your parties, get-togethers, events, and celebrations, enjoy a chilled bottle of Angel Cola.
Radio Grandma, today is your day. Over to you.
Thank you.
Enjoyment Cola.
Angel Cola.
The Enjoyment Cola. Enjoy all your moments and fun time with Angel Cola. This advert is FDA approved.
Anti-cavity, gum protection, brighter teeth, and fresh breath.
I'm a fair missy way.
Prepare bantama.
Matias. It's her smile.
The fresh breath.
Me, Jidi said we use Cal 360 toothpaste. Some kind. Cal 360 toothpaste.
That's Kia. Cal 360 toothpaste. It's a gum protector. Onim jom kasa.
Cal 360 did the work. It's cool mint, gives me fresh breath, and your confidence booster.
You will see feeling when you know Cal 360 toothpaste.
Happy smile.
Cal 360 toothpaste, anti-cavity, gum protection, brighter teeth, and fresh breath. Cal, happy smile. This advert is FDA approved.
In life, choice is good, but choice plus safety is way better. Your safety and comfort is paramount. Under the cylinder recirculation model, you can buy LPG in a safe environment. All cylinders are inspected and maintained to the best safety standards, so your safety is assured. Just take your empty cylinder to the nearest exchange point and swap it for a filled cylinder. Different cylinder sizes will be available to meet your pocket size. Imagine cooking in a smoke-free environment. This will improve the health and well-being of you and your family. Choose LPG in a safer model of distribution. Cylinder recirculation model, securing your safety, creating more jobs. A message from the National Petroleum Authority under the patronage of the Ministry of Energy.
My son, there's more blessing in giving than receiving. When you fear for you and couple the makers in
The pneumatological abrasion of the Lord revealed unto me this night that me and my household should go out into the world and bless the world.
Makers Electronics Company Limited. I'm up to 67% discount. Our selected appliances.
This is what I call quintessential immaculatability.
The Makers Electronics Company Limited. Ewo Taifa Burkina Highway. Amasa Zongo Junction. Edike Pharmacy Dine. Oyer Fateman Boga Junction. Ashaman Valco Flat. Kumasi. Ahinema Kokobin. Asafu Buachi Hospital Junction. Sakradi. Kuma. Number 9 Market.
Tell mom and dad about the Makers Blessing Attack program.
From 0552 222 253 and 0552 222 254. Terms and conditions apply. Everybody knows Acrobato. And if you know Acrobato, it means you know M-Punch Homeopathic Clinic. M-Punch Homeopathic Clinic is my pillar. Let's hear what others are saying about M-Punch Homeopathic Clinic. Who will be careful M-Punch one?
Chese na me ankasa me period no say problems wom ntina ma wo ho idea ma me papa chese na nya asem ketewa na me coin point no mo hwe me modem no mo he bibia na so mo meduro me fire no ene ma won kra me nu foforo kwa na me coin mu a eba and everything yourself
me ma me no adwodwo eda ho a wontumi nante and then ko end point o mama nuru a and then ho idea watimi asori anante.
That's end point for you. Hello. Hey, ohwehwe what che okay a free bra wo di end point what dance am me call you no me Johnson sema na nkoyie person na my nyina na magina sabema na me be fear for there the one dey nyina jaresa. You heard everything. I have secret. M-Punch is my secret. M-Punch Homeopathic Clinic. I'm free. Masanabo Masiamba. They say you see you go cashless. Say cashless ya. You say you use can be a issue office. You see the power up aba.
And no so and obey your BBA. Set opposite auto credit. Set opposite auto credit and do our issue. So what problem be opposite history for Africa? He answer overcome power up so. And no one on back to us and be up the so only smartphone and money how. And there's only data and so and it's unique will be. And one said, who bring your young phone? Oh, sorry. Who bring your phone? No one direct *226# you are through there. You see the power up no mobile money, Visa card, Mastercard, a BHP you never see you see the power up. What want to show a down some simple
Inside Black Star Press Limited, grow inside the invective minds, evolving concepts and the creative trends. The printing press you need now. Witness the beauty, diversity, and natural wonder with our works. Inside Black Star Press Limited, in association with Lionhead Group of Companies. Call us now on 0200-880-000 for all your print works. Black Star Press Limited, a worldwide reputation for quality printing.
Right, welcome back to the show. If you just joined us, this is Good Morning Ghana live on Metro TV. With me on the show this morning is the editor of the Inside newspaper, Kwesi Pratt Jr. Kwesi, good morning. Right. Also with me on the show this morning is government spokesperson Eric Amwakumchum. Good morning, Eric.
Good morning, Randy.
Right. Just before we get on with the morning's conversation, MTN wants me to inform you that it still has a lot of goodies for you, the loyal subscribers. And it says, ready to treat your callers to good tunes while you win incredible rewards and points by purchasing, renewing, copying, or gifting your favorite caller tunes and amazing prizes based on your total accumulated points. Build as many points as possible and you can win tons of data to stay connected to the things you love, or you can win an amazing 10,000 Ghana cedis cash prize to splash on your favorite things. It's a perfect way to entertain your callers with music and get rewarded at the same time. Start collecting your caller tunes points today. Visit callertunes.mtn.com.gh. And with the caller tunes, the last after tunes, it's not S, it's a Z. It's a Z, so T-U-N-E-Z. Not an S, a Z. Or just dial *1355# to get started on the MTN Caller Tunes service. Promo lasts the 7th of November 2023. Brushing your kids' teeth sometimes becomes difficult due to resistance because of the taste of the toothpaste. And this is where Kale Kids toothpaste comes in, because it comes with a strawberry flavor and the kids love it, and it gives the kids a perfect taste and makes them develop a personal attitude and love for brushing at all times. And Kale Kids toothpaste protects child's gum, prevents cavities, and makes their teeth strong and healthy with freshness all day. Kale Kids toothpaste is recommended for children between the ages of 2 and 6 and is a product from Samara Company Limited, producers of Sasso, and is approved by the Food and Drugs Authority. And from the kids, we go to the aging. And of course, the issue also of physical infirmities and why both aging and physical infirmities must not stand your way in enjoying what you want to refer to as the fruits of your labor in terms of that beautiful home or mansion or office that you've put up. And so the pains of climbing stairs when not exercising could be challenging for all ages, but worry no more. Lift and Elevators has got you covered with the best portable American pneumatic vacuum elevators on the market today. It's a simple self-supported elevator for both homes and offices, and guess what? It can lift your goods too. Wheelchairs can fit in, and they come in 3 custom-made models. It's affordable and can be installed within 3 days. Visit Lifts and Elevators at Sakumono. Just call them on 0200535515 or send a mail to elevators@gmail.com for consultations and best solutions in easy vertical movements. And I love to speak to you about education, especially higher education, the kind of education that helps enhance your career and, of course, helps secure your future. And I want you to do this with Accra Business School, because you can boost your career with the prestigious MSc degrees from KNUST. And you can choose from human resource management, communication, international marketing, international relations, public affairs, or IT management. In just 12 months, the MBA can be yours. You can also get their BSc programs in IT security and cybercrime, IT management and business management, endorsed by top universities in Ireland and Wales. They offer flexible entry payments and learning options convenient to you. It's time to unlock your potential and take position. Visit www.abs.edu.gh or call the Accra Business School on 0263 888 or 0263 888 Visit the campus at Spintex Road, Christ Square, and let Accra Business School elevate your future today. Whoever you are, whatever you do, wherever you go, drink Angel Cola, your key to enjoyment. Angel Cola, they say, love it. Now, ready for something refreshing, great tasting with excellent flavors? My friend, you've got varieties to choose from. Angel Orange for that special occasion. There's Angel Mango. There's Angel Peach that refreshes your mood. And there's Angel Apple Lime. Angel drinks produce vitality and maintain fluid in normal balance. Angel drinks refreshing, invigorating, and exciting. Angel drinks are produced by Adonko Soft Drinks Beverages Limited. Angel drinks taste like Ade and is recommended for all, including children. You can reach them on 0244 832286 and 0507878668. Okay. So, Rizzy, let's spend some 5 minutes, gentlemen, on what's happening now between Israel and Palestine. It's disturbing. I mean, watching the media, hearing the number of people who are dead, injured, kidnapped or abducted, and the shellings that are going on currently. And it doesn't look like there is any end in sight as we speak. We know, or if we don't even know, we need to be interested in the possible implications of this. And on a lighter note, there are people who are even scared that we'll have yet another reason why our economy is not doing well. But that's on a lighter note. Busy?
Well, I think it's time for the world to wake up, you know, to the realities in Palestine. And it is quite obvious to me that if diplomacy and statesmanship does not come into play, this development, more than the NATO-Russian, you know, war, could rapidly, you know, degenerate into a third world war situation. Now, clearly, yesterday, the Yemeni authorities declared that they have some red lines, and if those red lines are crossed, they would immediately send thousands of fighters into Palestine to defend the Palestinian people. Hezbollah in Lebanon has also indicated that it has clear red lines that cannot be crossed. And the Iranian government has also clearly indicated that there are red lines that it would not allow anybody to cross. There are many other forces in the Persian Gulf and the Middle East who have their own red lines and will be willing and actually would participate in the war to the fullest extent that is possible. I listened to President Joe Biden of the United States of America, and I was not surprised by the speech he gave, given his own background and what he has said in the past. And he also indicated that the United States will do everything possible in order to ensure the victory of Israel, over Hamas and so on. So the situation can rapidly develop into what could very easily become a third world war. And I think that it's important to avert it. The Iranians have already called for a meeting of the Arab League. That meeting has not taken place yet. I'm hoping that it will take place as soon as possible, so that the weight of the Arab League can be brought to bear on the efforts to ensure that some level of sanity prevails. Of course, last weekend, the UN Security Council held an emergency closed-door meeting. We haven't heard the details of that meeting yet. There have been rumors about what was discussed and so on, but we haven't had any details. My main concern has to do, especially with the media, and the hypocritical stances that are being taken by media houses. The situation we are in now is not a new situation. This is a situation which has persisted for 75 years. 75 long years. Yesterday I was looking at a graph of how many people have died in all of these conflicts and so on. And the number of Israelis who have died in all of these conflicts, including what happened last Saturday, is hardly recognizable, on the graph. Palestinians have been subjected to what happened in southern Israel over a very long period of time. They were compelled to go to Oslo and to sign an accord. They have fulfilled all parts of the agreement. The Israeli regime has not fulfilled even one part of the agreement that they signed. And the situation continues to escalate. Now, there's something else which commentators forget. You know that in 2004, Hamas won the general elections in Palestine. Legitimately won the general elections in Palestine. But Israel and the Western countries refused to deal with the legitimately elected government of Palestine, and created the conditions in which now you have the city of Gaza under the control of Hamas and the West Bank under the control, of the Palestinian authorities. I think that it is possible to resolve these issues. It is possible to ensure that the war situation does not escalate, but certain conditions need to be met. One, we need to guarantee the rights of all Palestinian exiles to return home unconditionally. Because it is strange that anybody who declares himself or herself a Jew can enter the land of Palestine and go into a settlement and so on, but Palestinians are not allowed to return to their homeland. That's an anomaly that needs to be addressed. We need also to guarantee the existence of an independent Palestinian state with secure borders, like all other states. And if we did that, it would contribute to marching towards peace, in the region. And there are other things that we need, to do. But the most important thing is the secure boundaries for Palestine, an independent state with Jerusalem as its capital, with secure boundaries, and also the rights of all Palestinian refugees to return to their homeland. These are the conditions.
Right. Eric, let me bring in.
Well, the last few days has basically been the news of what's happening in Israel and Palestine. And it's very interesting because, I think yesterday or so, I tried to actually get the viewpoints from a few of the major news channels. I watched a bit of CNN, BBC, Sky News, Al Jazeera, just to get a context of what the real issues are. And like Uncle Kwesi has indicated, it's a very complex set of issues there, which for me, regardless of what the issues are today, would require some level of introspection and also diplomacy in the final analysis so that, peace will prevail. He said something that he actually said in jest, which it might affect, if you like, economic situations across the world. And that's true because even, I think a couple of days ago, it turns out that the price of crude has actually jumped up by 5% or 6%. And
because of that?
Yes. You know, 5-6 just a couple of days ago, right? Escalates to a certain point, then the ripple effect is actually going to be felt by everybody across the world. So these are things that should be of concern to us. I think that, yes, when these things happen, in the early days, the emotions are extremely high. People have lost families, innocent persons that have found themselves in this particular situation and all of those things. But the truth of the matter is that we have to get to a point where some level of diplomacy can kickstart so that peace will prevail. When it comes to Ghana as a country, I think that since 1955 or so, we've been part of this whole non-aligned movement when it comes to these things where the major power blocks or superpowers that are pushing particular, if you like, superpower agenda. I don't think that is where we are today. I believe that with what's happening, I don't know if it's true, but there were even news reportage that a few Ghanaians have actually found themselves in the crossfire. So whatever happens,
that has been denied.
Yeah, so whatever happens anywhere in the world has some kind of repercussions and ripple effect if care is not taken. I think that the UN itself should also be up and doing with some level of working in earnest to ensure that calm is restored and negotiations or whatever it is that should be started should start. It's extremely, grim, some of the images that I saw. These are not things that, I think that we want to repeat on a morning program like that. But I wish that we'll get to the bottom of the matter and resolve this issue once and for all.
All right, okay. Let's move on. Let's come home. I think we have our own Israel-Palestine at UTV. and Kwesi, incidentally, I've never been there, so I've never been there.
I think,
yeah, I've never. I think that back in the day it was just peace.
Yes, sir.
So I do not know, but I'm sure that we've all been following the issues, and there are a few things that are coming up. As the days go by, there appears to be some clarity in terms of what really the issues are. Now, there are two things that come to mind. One, the fact that UTV had not officially spoken. As at yesterday, they hadn't spoken. And so there was an issue of why the silence and the fact that you have all manner of people speaking to the issue. Now, yesterday, I think the morning show host on UTV, a lady, then granted an interview and said that they did not receive any official document, at least from the point of view of the general manager. They didn't receive that document from the NPP. And I found it a bit worrying because here on this program yesterday, I thought that in the discussion, I thought that, look, at least they should have acknowledged receipt of a letter like that. Even if you disagree with the content, you must acknowledge it. And if you disagree or you think it has no basis, you can respond to it, or you should respond to it appropriately. Now, it's emerging, at least from their morning show host, that the general manager, who's the one who the letter was addressed to, although it was copied to some others, but the person who was addressed to had not received it. So perhaps that is what explains why there is no, there had been no response, official response to that letter. Now, yesterday, the company itself, I didn't know it's called U2 Company Limited. The Despite Group has some interesting names. Okay, so U2 Company Limited, and this is a press release. They're saying that on the 7th of October 2023, our premises were invaded by a group of people who identified themselves as sympathizers or members of the New Patriotic Party. This group further disrupted our live program, United Showbiz, for which reason the program was halted for almost an hour. However, with the timely intervention of the police, peace and order was able to be restored. We are therefore grateful to the police administration, particularly the IGP, for the assistance. We will continue to collaborate with authorities to bring those responsible for this incident to justice. We condemn this act of violence and vandalism as it violates our fundamental human rights and freedoms and independence of media as enshrined under chapters 5 and 12 respectively of the 1992 Constitution of our country. We are deeply concerned about this event, and we are diligently taking all security and legal measures to prevent the reoccurrence of this unfortunate incident. We understand that this event has caused concern among stakeholders, and we want to assure all that we're taking all the necessary steps to ensure the safety and security of our workers, guests, properties, clients, and the interest of all other stakeholders. We also wish to reassure our employees that we're here for you, and we'll put in place all the necessary measures to ensure your safety at the workplace. We understand that this event may have caused some distress or anxiety amongst our working team, but we want to assure you of management support during this time. We have also had a visit, this is paragraph 6. We have also had a visit from the General Secretary and some leaders of the NPP who have apologized on behalf of the intruders and condemned the act. They have assured us of the non-occurrence of such an act. Okay, again, okay, the non-occurrence should be fine. He said, to our viewers and all other stakeholders, including the National Commission for Civic Education, NCCE, National Democratic Congress, NDC, the leader of the Movement for Change, National Media Commission, NMC, Ghana Independent Broadcasters Association, GIBA, Ghana Journalists Association, JJA, and other well-wishers, we appreciate the love and support shown us. We are committed to our values and principles as an independent media house, and we will not be deterred by unethical and disturbing activities. Our priority is to continue providing quality news and programs while ensuring the safety and security of all stakeholders. We will continue to maintain an impartial and non-biased editorial stance while providing a safe and secure platform for diverse views and opinions to be expressed. Thank you all for your support. And it's signed by the management. So this is actually the response that has come from the managers of the station. But for the benefit of those who do not know how we got to this point, we'll just do a couple of recaps. So the said letter, and then the comments or the action of the panelist A+, so that we can then have things in full context. So this is the letter, which is dated September 19. Like I said, it's addressed to the general manager, Despite Media, and it's copied to the CEO, Despite Media, the owner, is written here, the owner of Despite Media, and the executive producer, United Showbiz, and it's signed by William Yamwa, Mr. Director of Finance and Administration, and is on the letterhead of the NPP. And the letter is titled Reform United Showbiz Program. Reform United Showbiz Program. It says, I trust this message finds you well. I've been directed by the leadership of the New Patriotic Party to draw your attention to some recent observations we have made regarding the primetime program United Showbiz. Currently, United Showbiz appears to be operating as a platform that serves the interest of the opposition NDC. It is evident to any discerning viewer who has followed the program in recent weeks that its content has significantly deviated from its original purpose and relevance. Let me read that part again. It is evident to any discerning viewer who has followed the program in recent weeks that its content has significantly deviated from its original purpose and relevance. The program now frequently features intemperate language, unconstructive rants, and outright insults directed at the presidency by panelists. This has become a recurring pattern that raises the question of whether the show has inadvertently transitioned into a political talk show. If such a transformation is indeed the case, it is imperative to address the imbalance in representation. Granting the New Patriotic Party a fair and equitable platform to ensure objectivity, fairness, and equity. In upholding your station's duty of care towards the public, it is incumbent upon the management to facilitate equal representation rather than turning a blind eye to this issue. A thriving democracy thrives on diverse viewpoints to propose and debate policies. While we in the MPP welcome a mature conversation about the economy and its related challenges, we cannot condone the erosion of public discourse to such a lamentable level. This is not merely a matter of politics or criticism. It pertains to maintaining respect for the presidency and a sense of responsibility towards one another. The United Showbiz program has in recent times witnessed an unwarranted surge in disparaging comments targeted at the president, which has raised concerns among a section of the populace. The program subjected the Vice President, Dr. Bawumia, to ridicule and criticism in the last few episodes. Prior to that, the program targeted our Ashanti Regional Chairman, Wontumi. The manner in which these individuals were treated, often without a fair chance for rebuttal, raises questions about the program's intentions, giving the impression that it has metamorphosed into a political talk show. It is disheartening that this program has strayed from its intended path and ventured into the realm of a political and propaganda tool, masquerading as an entertainment show. The sudden departure from the established norms of television entertainment is puzzling, given the global television landscape where popular shows have refrained from entangling themselves in political matters. Thank you for your anticipated cooperation and consideration. So that's the letter you read along with me. Let's now watch what happened on the show, which of course led to, so what happened on the show and then what the members and sympathizers of the NPP did at the station.
Me, last week, no mini ha. Say MPP let away. Control let away by her. So when who let away? What kind?
Last week, Bulldog kind live.
Who can let away? Yes. Okay.
Very useless letter.
I agree with you. Control let away the Baha. Reform United Showbiz program. Nipa no control let away na. And you no natural here. Obi natural or signing him say one kind. Nipa na need share say minimum no. Onim nyansa. Whoever wrote this, I'm saying it be a pressure. I don't say no more year or more hand. It be a pressure. I will just give him the benefit because minimum nipa no control. Nipa na yatro ni din wa ha as your friend is saying William Yeboah. Minimum no. Onye no control let away. Obi am from the phone. Mo Muslim MPP Google article 162 1992 Constitution. Google 1624. Kan ade a tro. So we Google now kan sa ade na. Beso so create ankasa no kan na ho so be kan am 1624 162 we dey call 162 na kan 4 no. Say then e atro. Or see yen reforming United Showbiz program, and this is coming from a political party. We are sana wo hu ye.
1624
162
editors, publishers of newspapers and other institutions of mass media shall not be subject to control or interference by governments, nor shall they be penalized or harassed for their editorial opinion and views or the content of their publications.
Fine, no problem. Me kasa me see yen.
Na asem what can say?
Meba. This for now kind no. Mpache wo, e be all kind speed. Pesa wo kana Ghana 40 as na wo hwe say nipa na kind letter way no. Or troll say they do. This is a political party telling us to reform this program that we do. And this is what the Constitution of Ghana is saying. Read it for.
Editors and publishers of newspapers and other institutions of the mass media shall not be subject to control or interference by governments, nor shall they be penalized or harassed for their editorial opinions and views or the content of their publications.
Yen aban emrana ema MPP ye party to me operate wo kroma. Emrana ema Nana Akufo-Addo to me president of Ghana no. Sambrand ya true almost idea ye wo hey. No political party can interfere in what we are doing here.
I'm talking
about this political party as MPP. So now I'm coming. Now this letter that they have written is stating that Yema MPP for kwan mo mba show so mbe kan won adwen. As you nim say show ya yetisu wo hey. Mr. Logic, a strong MPP man. Every day he's speaking for MPP. But you know the reason why Omo complain say MPP for Maha, because Mr. Logic speaks for Kennedy Japan. So Kennedy Japan is not seen as what the party is looking at doing. And when you continue doing stuff like this is what will make people say that the whole party is set up into a certain direction at this point. And these people are the people who are making the job of the government very, very difficult. As for me, apart from my personal interest, which of course I will state clearly any day, anywhere, I will never speak like ABSA Yebaha say, me sha tadi free ba say me be cancel in favor of Nana Akufo-Addo, and I will not do it. I will never do it. I will do it. Yeah, that is you. I will never do that one because Akufo-Addo will not be there for me, and I will not be there for it. But maybe I say me say bibi e no kura America. Yeah, campaign a yeba aben mu no. Akufo-Addo wa ni krom kwan yin, me krom ufi awon bro konso ayemu kwan from Winneba to Aguna do kwan ye. Nti krom fo hu sama betena ha. Some be defend about my dream say be a metri my dream coming. You know, like member ha. Some be can some ma aban no. And you one. Number 2, you have an information ministry with 2 deputies. This government has an information ministry with 2 deputies. If you have an information ministry with 2 deputies, and you cannot sell what your projects and your programs, and you want United Showbiz as a platform for you have and the funny part is that the Ministry of Information has a government spokesperson at the Ministry of Information. You still want to make Kanwasema Ghana for
7 years.
Apart from that, Obi Opebia no Onkofa report on presidential staff in 2020. Obi Opebia no, mamcha wade bi. Ade o Ghana. But chokitu ebi. Okay. Menche. Oko your friend is saying Oko your friend saying chapter 14 of report we ade ayatro ho ni me kan 14 kakra bi me bubo positions bi achro na mako 15 14 no ye wo ade kura wo hifa okay, national report any I'm sure my space
yo
bacho meba
yo
se wokọ ọmampani atena ya enipa omwo ho a edwuma omo beyama aban in terms of communication miami nua Jefferson Saki or your deputy director communication president secretariat your deputy director communication vice president your deputy director communication president secretariat on your friend Yusuf Bibi Kofi Christopher or your deputy director of communication vice president your over 16 abehe your technical communication and assistant your friend Habib your Tahir or your technical communication assistant Joshua, technical communication assistant, George Kumi, technical communication assistant, Francis Odro, technical communication assistant, Meneke Nofurata nam Chebia Papa no munyina ni ho. Munyina mu technical communication assistant, mugu flash staff house, mbe edwuma abo aban, machira aban ne ekọ. Obi abetena ha say wakotrol letter we e di abaha. Say United Showbiz any baby a wo betumi achro na letter we e metan because unu ade kudintia yen yatena fie ha. And you receive some calls be say you begu UTV United Showbiz hey UTV omom 90% MPP for na no baby adeta ye yade na ye wa no wonam krom no mu hye so mo yade pa makola forma o kan hye from is the gone executive despite Mr. Safon omo nam fofo nyina no bebre na ye MPP for om hye om san boy abaso because om sade ye no eye papa sa letter we MPP for Muya adiwe a time then we will attack you more. And obi mamun chobiem letter phone. So letter phone mobi and cross letter bio. You cannot nobody in this country can decide what we do on this show. Especially when the president of Ghana is an astute lawyer and somebody who believes in the rule of mamun cross ADBM. MP before ya mama oson ansomo mo pentatia Osophagus, Modia Yankwan, Emfa.
They cannot be sitting here doing politics. Our vice president, they cannot be sitting here doing politics.
It's let away useless.
He was able to sit here and say our document. That is our property. We need him to render an unqualified apology. Again, the same person has insulted our General Secretary, he has insulted our Vice President, he has insulted our President. And there's nobody here to defend them. We are the youth of this country, not only the political party that we belong to, but we are the youth of this country. And we feel that it is unfair on our part. That is why we have come here and want to be part of the program. With all due respect, we respect you so much. Well, the program has turned into a political show. So if you want us to move outside before they start the program and you can assure us that we'll come inside, fine. However, that notwithstanding, we expect that at least, even if you allow maybe about 3 or 4 of us to be here, and then the rest of the team or the invited guests can also join, we'll be glad to do so.
It's peaceful debate. That's
very peaceful. We are not here
to fight.
One more.
Thank you.
So you saw the 2 videos there. Eric, let me start with you this time. What do you make of this whole episode?
Well, I think that I would go with the communication that has come from the party. Mm-hmm. And the party, as well as even the Ministry of Information, has issued statements. And the first thing for everybody to appreciate is that this act of going into UTV is something that is condemned by the party. We find that reprehensible and something that should not be countenanced. And there's no way that the party would have actually sanctioned any of these things. And we believe strongly that we have to uphold the independence of the media and even the content that they produce. You also read the statement that had initially been presented by the party regarding the content of that particular programming and all of those things. I think that for the purposes of this conversation, maybe we can stay that for another day. But the truth of the matter is that we shouldn't be encouraging these things. And I'm happy that the party is actually distanced itself from this particular issue. I also know that the police was actually involved, and some investigations is ongoing to get to the bottom of the matter, and then the necessary actions would be taken. We all have to, sometimes take a cue from some of these things that in this politics that we do, a level of circumspection and restraint is also important. You might feel that some persons are doing something to either tarnish the image of the party and all of those things, but we can't take the law into our own hands and present such an image. And I'm also happy that even the Director of Communication was very quick in addressing the matter, actually went to UTV and issued a statement also indicating clearly that the party was against that particular issue that has happened, and also reassured UTV of our commitment to, one, working with them, and also protecting the integrity and the independence of UTV as an independent media house, and also other media houses. What I find a bit interesting is almost like the generalization of this whole thing, and then making it like an MPP matter. You see, there's an account saying that Bonintina to wait. There are people who are involved. There are persons who have committed this act. I think that the police are taking their statements. We know who these people are. The party has distanced itself. So let's deal with it in that particular context. The moment you go into...
The youth organizer, the national youth organizer of your party, has granted an interview. He's reported as saying that the people are his boys. He takes responsibility.
Yes, so responsibility but the party in general, I'm coming from, like, even when you play that particular video, party general secretary has actually gone to UTV to essentially prefer an apology and saying that this thing will not happen again. Now, taking responsibility for the boys is, it's something that is a responsibility to do so. That does not mean that even as national youth organizer, he's encouraging that particular behavior, is countenancing that particular behavior. All that I'm saying
how would you expect the public, for example, to really appreciate that, one, the party is not in support or is not countenancing this, beyond the say-so, and beyond the visit and apology to the people, because some of these people have been identified as officers of the party, people who actually hold positions. And like I said, the national youth organizer, Salam, is reported to have granted an interview where he says he knows them, they're his boys and all that. Now, shouldn't the party be actually taking some action against these persons if the party really means well by the assertion that the conduct has brought the reputation of the party into disrepute?
Okay, so I can tell you for a fact that there are some internal disciplinary measures that are actually going to be taken. I think that once the disciplinary committee sits, they would also get to the bottom of the matter, and the appropriate, if you like, sanctions will be applied. Sometimes, it's always important to have some of these conversations objectively. So you have persons who are part of a certain organization who are involved in the matter. The tendency politically is for people to rally behind and support them. I've seen people who have done even more grievous things that the party people would sit up and go to court and even protest, go to the police headquarters and agitate and do all sorts of things. You know what I'm saying? But I feel that even within the party, there are people who have actually come out clearly to condemn this particular act and have distanced themselves from this particular position. There's always a case that people would give them some kind of solidarity because of the fact that they are part of a political party. But I'm talking about the the corporate entity NPP, that this is not something that we encourage, this is not something that we countenance, and it's something that will be dealt with. And so there's a certain two-pronged, if you like, approach whereby we have our own internal disciplinary measures and mechanisms that would be activated. And then the police are also dealing with the matter. Now, the moment you get into that particular realm, there's really pretty little much that you can say in terms of how to deal with the issues and how that we don't get into this particular situation again. Because there's so many, like a plethora of examples of some of these things happening where people feel that they have a right to barge into a radio station or just because they are unhappy that certain unsavory things are being said about them, they would go into a studio and act in that particular manner. But I feel that for the purposes of even education and all of those things, it's important that if you feel that people are saying things about you or whatever, you can find other channels that are not as, if you like, aggressive as this, or doesn't paint a certain picture, to also push your narrative, your agenda. And I feel that we could have used all sorts of other channels to be able to express our disquiet, right? And that's not to say that we will be happy that regardless of what is being said about certain, either it's the president or even a random individual like myself. I mean, there's no platform that should be used purposely to serve that particular agenda.
What would
and
you
the
say?
People would have the right to also disagree with the content and all of those things. But what happened there is not something that anybody can countenance.
All right. Okay. Let me come to Kwesi.
Well, first of all, I find it extremely difficult to accept that the New Patriotic Party as a party is not the instigator of the rioting.
Why?
Here is a letter in my hands. It's a letter on the New Patriotic Party headquarters letterhead.
They've not denied it.
So that's the point I'm making.
Okay.
Now, the letter is even referenced, making it very, very official.
Yes.
It says, our reference, NPP headquarters, stroke 2023, stroke 09, stroke 19, stroke UTV, clear. And this letter is actually signed by William Yamua, Director, Finance and Administration. Now, the second paragraph of the letter is most instructive. It says, I have been directed by the leadership. Note it. I have been directed by the leadership of the New Patriotic Party to draw your attention to some recent observations we have made regarding the primetime program United Showbiz. So even the author of this letter is not acting on his own.
Yes.
He's actually acting on the instructions of the leadership. What is the leadership of a party?
The National Executive Council.
Exactly. So how come that this letter was forged?
No, they've not disowned the letter.
Exactly.
No, the NPP has not disowned the letter.
Fantastic. Yes. So we cannot be arguing that the NPP as a party is not involved. It instigated it.
Oh, come on.
Oh.
No, they're saying that they assault. They didn't send the people there. Because those who went there said that they went there because the letter was torn on live TV.
Randy, that's what I've just begun.
Okay.
Just hold on.
All right.
Clearly, this letter is the instigator of that action.
Okay.
Clear. There's no doubt at all about it. Now, one, I'm surprised that the leadership of a political party like the New Patriotic Party can convince itself that it can dictate to any television station who joins the panel and who doesn't join the panel. They should know that they have no right whatsoever to do that. Under the 1992 Constitution, it is clear they have no right to do that. This amounts clearly into interference into the running of the TV station. This is an editorial matter. So it's clear they have no such right. And how they came to arrogate to themselves rights which they do not have is shocking. Now, I think not just the New Patriotic Party, everybody must understand that under this constitutional dispensation, it cannot be an offense to disagree with the president.
Not at all.
It cannot be an offense to campaign against the president or any political party for that matter. It is within our rights as citizens. Nothing in Ghana compels any citizen to fall in love with the president. You understand? So we must understand this very clearly. Why? Who determines what is balanced? Is it a political party? Is it the president? Is it the Ministry of Information and so on? Nobody has a right to determine what is balanced and what is not balanced. So I think that's the first most important point that needs to be made about this letter. This letter is most unfortunate, should never have been issued, and it's unbelievable that in 2023 the leadership of a political party will cause such a letter to be issued to a television station. That's number one. We all saw the video. This video has between 16 and maybe 24 people in it. Okay. Now all these 16 or 20 or 21 people and so on, they do not live in one house. It takes an effort to get them together at the same place.
Well, they obviously were organized.
Clearly, that's the point I'm making. So this is an organized mob. Who organized them? These people did not just come together. Somebody had to put them together. And if they were put together, where were they put together? Outside the premises of UTV? At the premises of UTV? And if it's outside the premises of UTV, they were put together outside the premises of UTV. Who moved them to UTV?
At least we know that two of the persons who were there are youth organizers of the party, either constituency or regional. So, yes, of course, they have some level of control or some capacity to mobilize.
Yeah, but I'm making the point that this was clearly an organized.
Of course,
organized mob.
Of course.
So who organized them? And so, So, my friend, this is bad. It is bad. It is indefensible. There cannot be any excuses. And I think what we need to do is to clearly send a signal, not just to the New Patriotic Party, to all political, social actors in our country, that we would not allow them to return us to the days of the culture of silence. We would not allow that to happen. We would not allow them to undermine the 1992 Constitution. We would not allow them to continue to hold the press hostage. The media is not there to serve their purpose. Look, under this media plurality policy, no media house, as a media house, is expected to and has the capacity to ensure balance. The balance is achieved by allowing media plurality. So that if UTV takes a certain angle, another television station may take a certain angle, and so on. So that all the media houses collectively, their output will be balanced. You can't achieve balance in any particular one media house. It is not possible. We shouldn't look for it. Okay? I will defend the right of Kennedy Japan's radio and television stations to do what they do for as long as they operate within the boundaries of the law. In much the same way that I would defend Radio Gold to do what it does for as long as they operate within the boundaries of the law. You cannot, and it is impossible. It is actually. Sometimes you have to break and watch your words, you know. But look, it does not make sense to expect that Kennedy Japan stations will operate at the same level with the same ethical considerations and so on as Metro TV. It is not possible to expect that. So all those people who expect balance in one media house have got it wrong. Media priority means that station A may do something that may be balanced by station B, and station C may do something which is different from the two other stations. So it is the overall that creates a balance. So this statement, I don't know where it's coming from. There's another misconception in this.
So, Kwesi, before you go on to that one, okay. You have over 5 decades of practice under your belt, over 5 decades. I'm sure that you've seen the good, you've seen the bad, you've seen the ugly. I don't know if you expect to see something worse. You know, I don't disagree with all what you've said, but I'm sure that you know even much better than I do that some of these things, sometimes it's not written on paper, but some of these engagements do happen. Various stakeholders, they could be political parties, they could be whoever. Sometimes when they have a certain view or concern, they do engage and they make those concerns known, and they express the view why they think that those concerns really ought to be looked at. If sometimes the media house thinks that there is a basis for those concerns, it will decide to do something about it. Sometimes if they think that it is baseless, they can make them aware that it's baseless. Now, for a moment, if you look at the content of the letter, and I'm just doing this because, one, I don't watch that particular show, and two, let's just look at the exact issues that they are raising. So, one, they say that so the first part is the accusation that it's become a platform that serves the interests of the NDC, and that they have significantly deviated from the original purpose and relevance. I don't know where they got that original purpose and relevance from, but they raised that. Okay. Then they say that the program now frequently features intemperate language, unconstructive rants, and outright insults. Obviously, they are raising issues of ethics as far as if you are not even talking about journalism or even broadcasting, they are raising issues of ethical conduct. Then they say that it's incumbent, they speak of a duty care towards the public, and say that it's incumbent upon the management to facilitate equal representation rather than turning a blind eye to the issue. Okay. A thriving democracy thrives on diverse viewpoints to propose and debate policies. While we in the MPP welcome a mature conversation about the economy and its related challenges, we cannot condone the erosion of public discourse to such a lamentable level. This is not merely a matter of politics or criticism. It pertains to maintaining respect for the presidency and a sense of responsibility. And it says that the show has in recent times witnessed an unwarranted surge in disparaging comments targeted at the president, which has raised concerns among a section of the populace. It says the program subjected the Vice President, Dr. Bawumia, to ridicule and criticism in the last few episodes. Prior to that, the program targeted the Ashanti Regional Chairman, Wontumi. The manner in which these individuals were treated, often without a fair chance of rebuttal, raises questions about the program's intentions, giving the impression that it has metamorphosed into a political talk show, and they go on and on. Now, would you say that some of these comments or some of these observations, some of these issues are issues that stakeholders raise with us all the time, probably without putting it on paper?
I don't think that any of these concerns has any merit.
Okay.
They do not have any merit at all. first of all, let us assume that the program or station has been running down particular people in the New Patriotic Party. If we go into the Constitution, it has clear provisions for dealing with that. They have a right of rejoinder. They can actually write to the station and say that this was a misrepresentation of the vice president position, and that the vice president or his representatives are entitled to be given the same platform, same time, and so on to respond.
Wouldn't you consider this an omnibus rejoinder? If there's anything like that.
No, this is not it. This is not it. It's a problem. This is a real problem. You understand? Yeah. So the Constitution itself has provisions for seeking redress. And that is why all civilized people are expected, to adopt in resolving these matters. So I would dismiss that. Now, there's a particular part of the letter, the last but one paragraph from the middle. My goodness. I can't believe it. That this is coming from a political party headquarters. It says, the sudden departure from the established norms of television entertainment is puzzling. Given the global television landscape, where popular shows have refrained from entangling themselves in political matters. Political party headquarters thinks that political matters are what?
They say you are an entertainment show, stay there.
But let me finish and then we understand. You know the former British parliamentarian, Opik?
Yeah.
He runs a comedy based entirely on politics. There's a South African comedian, I don't know why I'm not remembering his name now, whose entire entertainment show...
There's a lot of satire.
A lot of satire, whose entire entertainment show is political. There is this United States comedian, black comedian, what is his name? I've actually been to a couple of his shows. The one who says that they say there's a lot of justice in the United States of America. And that is why if you go to the US prisons, you find just us. Richard Pryor. Richard Pryor is an entertainer. And yet the basis of his entertainment is politics. So this thing about not mingling politics with entertainment is a very strange concept that I'm hearing for the first time. And then there's this claim that the show started, from a certain tangent and now it is deviating. Oh, Randy, you know better than me. Every show grows. Every show grows. It changes form. There is no show in the world, whether on Press TV or Al Jazeera or CNN, which has remained the same throughout. Every show grows. So I don't understand this letter. This is a very, very bad letter. An extremely bad letter which should not have been altered at all. And there are so many parts of this letter which are terrible. The other point that I think is important to make is simply this. Look, all of us, three of us on the platform today, I'm sure that all of us will talk about the need for decorum. We shouldn't use bad language and so on and so forth. But ultimately, who determines what is good language and what is bad language? Who?
Were you referring to Trevor Noah?
Trevor Noah. Thank you, Trevor Noah. You understand? Ultimately, who decides? Right now, as we speak here, in some of the communities, especially where I grew up and so on. Now, I grew up in a certain community. When you wake up in the morning, what do you hear? I cannot repeat it on the show. I won't repeat it on the show, but others will.
Well, maybe you can call the MP from Adina.
Why should I call him?
He has apologized.
Why should I? That's regular, normal language. Considered decent.
Yes.
In those communities, that language is decent, it's normal, it's regular.
Yes.
Even conversations between mother and child, that language is employed, and so on. You understand? So, whose standards are we trying to meet? So, when the three of us meet on this show, we will use our standards, which may exclude that early morning language that all of us hear. You understand? And all of us do not complain about it. So, but in some communities,
guys, I find something interesting.
Yeah,
I find something. I don't know if you've made the same observation. You know, yesterday when we were discussing this issue, I was asking Sly here whether, you know, especially the part that deals with the party being concerned about the treatment of his Ashanti regional chairman, who incidentally is also a media owner, and proud to becoming a media owner, was also somebody who is always out there in the media space. You get me?
Yeah.
So I was asking yesterday that is it a case that the party does not listen to or watch any other station or program in this country? Because the things that they raise in the letter, you know, it becomes a bit difficult if you try to reconcile it, you know, even against some of the people who they are protesting for, you know.
Yeah.
Then, when you watch A+, it makes a point that, he makes a point that about 90% of their viewers are MPP. That's what he says. Now, so I have not seen the MPP write a letter like this to any media house about a particular program. So could it be the case that the concern really is about the station, the audience of the station and the program, and the fact that maybe they think that in recent times the tilt of the discussions will have a devastating effect on their fortunes if it doesn't change. Otherwise, and I don't want to go nitpicking and, you know, otherwise, I would be surprised that they would have this concern.
Well, I think that this concern is completely groundless. You understand? And Randy, I'm just going to pose a question. Today, if you are looking for intemperate language, if you are honestly and objectively looking for intemperate language in Ghana, where do you find it? Is it not in the presidential primaries of the NPP?
No,
that's not a media house.
That's not, I mean, but the point is that
but is that language not on the media? The presidential primaries of the NPP, if you are looking for intemperate language in Ghana, would you go to UTV or you go to the presidential platform, presidential candidate platform of the NPP?
Well, at least the party has issued a statement warning them.
Randy.
So they are being consistent.
Randy.
Masa, is it those who seek equity
must come with clean hands?
Need to come with clean hands.
Randy.
I'm not seeing clean hands here.
How many people are contesting for the
can I finish?
primary? Oh, 4, isn't it? As we speak.
No, now. I'm sure Kwesi was referring to from
so
the
even now.
Everybody.
Even now.
Everybody there has a name.
So you want him to mention them.
Attribute certain things that are being said.
No, but it's not only the candidates. If you talk about the election, I'm not referring to just the 4 candidates.
Yes, yeah, that's what I'm saying. But
I mean, yeah,
I agree. But and then that's basically overstretching the.
No, I'm not. I'm not overstretching. Masa, I beg you.
Okay, good.
I'm not overstretching.
Okay.
The presidential contest in the NPP is a platform erected by the party.
Yes.
The party has a responsibility to sanitize that platform.
Yes.
If you find the most intemperate language today on that platform, you cannot be complaining about UTV. Can you? You cannot. You understand? Let's talk about I don't want to get into details, but if we're going to talk about intemperate language, we know where to find intemperate language.
On the media landscape, the media houses, on programs.
That intemperate language coming out of the NPP comes on the media platform. And if I lie, you tell me, and then I will shut up quietly. I will be quiet.
Are you suggesting that this letter, the way it is written, should have gone to some other stations and programs and not where?
No, you have suggested that already. I'm not going to repeat it. But I'm saying that a party that is worried about intemperate language should worry about the language that is used on platforms that he directs. Okay. And then there's also this bit about respect for the presidency and so on. Yeah. I have respect for the presidency. I do have respect for the presidency, even though I vehemently disagree with some of the things that happen from the presidency and so on. I think it can be said, using temperate language. Okay? But Master, the point ought to be made that respect to any institution and individual must be earned. You don't exact respect. You earn it. You understand? You should earn respect. You don't exact it. It's not by force. No Ghanaian is under obligation to respect anybody. If you behave well, if you do your things well, you earn respect. And that should also be very clear. You understand? Don't let us hide under culture and respect for the elderly and so on in a brazen attempt to destroy the foundations of press freedom in our country. We would not allow that to happen.
Yeah, you want to say something? Randy, I think that even when it comes to the party actually issued a code of conduct for presidential aspirants and people who are following them. Now, if for one reason or the other persons have gone contrary to that particular conduct, I think that the party would...
Are they following them?
No, but will deal with it. And when you say that there's interpret language, it presupposes that everybody within that particular, if you like, framework is doing that. I have a candidate that I support. I have been on this your platform for close to 10 years. I don't use intemperate language.
What about some of the people who support your candidate?
Yeah, but those people have names. And you see,
even your candidate, it depends on how you determine.
My candidate has never. There's not a single.
Any candidate who is going out saying that because of my religion, vote for me.
Oh, come on. You see. I think that you are overstretching the issues, and I don't think that this you are inviting us to now discuss candidates and all of those things.
No,
but the point, but that is the subject.
But what is interpreted?
That's your opinion. You can have an opinion on that.
But I'm entitled to have an opinion.
Exactly. But I'm also having an opinion that is not.
No problem. Language. I'm only stating my opinion. Yeah. The opinion I stated is not yours. It's mine.
Okay, that's fair enough.
If I give that opinion to you, you can protest.
That's fair enough.
But it's my opinion that anybody on a presidential campaign tour who is campaigning on the basis of his or her religion is using interpret language. Language which has the potential of destroying this country.
Well, I beg to differ, but that's fair enough. So I think that, yes, even when we come back to this whole conversation around what transpired on UTV and everything, it's very clear that the party's position is that it's not something that we should countenance. I mean, you can make your own deductions and say that it is either not sincere and all of those are things that you're entitled to. But even within the party itself, I mean, I'm on like hundreds and hundreds of platforms. There's even raging debate on these platforms as to this is uncalled for, it shouldn't happen. It actually touches on the image of the party and all of this. So there are persons within that particular body politic who feel that these are things that we shouldn't countenance. You understand what I'm saying? And you see, when these issues come, I like to discuss these issues based on, in context, contextualize it, whereby there's a certain culture of even like this whole conversation around interpret, like as we are even on this particular platform. It is not just political operatives and people who are in public office who use these things or who are political persons. There are people even on social media who are writing all sorts of manner of stuff. You understand? And they feel that they have every right to write those things about persons that they even don't know, right? And it's permeated all the way through to that particular level, whereby people feel that if you disagree with somebody or there's something that's untoward that you don't like, this is a route that you have to go. But it's also important that we elevate the discourse. That is above personalities and persons and casting aspersions and all that. If you have a problem with something that has been happening at the presidency, by all means you have a right to criticize. Or something like government has done, you have a right to criticize. Once you go into the personalities and you're actually casting aspersions and using terrible language and all that, what tends to happen is that there are people who would also respond. And you know what is actually quite interesting? When people use interpret language and there's a response either from the party or supporters. Now, the first thing that they'll say that, you are not tolerant to criticism, but insults are not criticisms. You understand my point? So I don't engage in banter on social media or on anything. But people would say extremely bad stuff. And once there's a response, they say, oh, these people are intemperate, or they are actually not tolerant to divergence in views. And that, for me, I think is wrong. So if we are asking for people to be objective in their analysis, objective in their criticisms, and use language that is sanitized, there's nothing wrong with that. Now, this whole issue about if the party was complicit in sending people there, I think that the party has come very clear that this particular going into UTV was not sanctioned. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, at least, I mean, I operate in the public domain, in the media space, and all of those things. I heard it like everybody else, right? And the very first thing that you would actually, the first reaction would be, how would you ever do that? Who sent them to this particular place, right? And then you realize that they had concerns that they felt that were genuine. That is not a justification to go there, and we've all condemned it. You know, but to overstretch it to this point, for me, I think that otherwise we will lose sight of the conversation and what it is that needs to be done.
Okay.
Like I said, even you have the civil society organizations, you have other personalities within the media space, people who are supposed to even be aligned to the NPP, condemning this and saying that the law should take its course, the police should investigate it. We, as a party internally, are going to activate internal disciplinary measures to ensure that it doesn't happen again. And then we move on from there. But it's a cue to everybody. I like one thing that you said. I honestly don't feel that when it comes to the issue of balance, it has to be on the same platform, right? Nothing stops other people from creating platforms to push a different narrative, a different perspective of the issues, right? And push back on the negative propaganda and all of those things from other persons. Because you see, it's very almost impossible for a person that has already set a particular agenda to be given an opportunity to give you an independent opinion or view, right? So we can create our own platforms, we can create our own narratives, we can institute all the channels that are available to us to push back. And that applies to almost all the various political parties and operatives. I mean, that's my view.
All right.
Just one small point. Just one small point. You know, Eric, it's not your fault. I won't blame you. You understand? It seems to me that you are relatively new, I'm choosing my words very carefully, on the political scene. And therefore, there's a certain natural tendency to focus on the period within which you are familiar. There's nothing wrong with it, it is correct. But see, for those of us who have been a little longer on in this circle, you know, it will seem strange today that the call for decorum and so on appears to be coming from certain quarters. You understand? I saw the 1966 coup. Maybe you say that that's too far away. I saw what was said about Nkrumah, songs which were sung about him on the streets of Accra. And I know the composers. And I know those who sang those songs, those who use abuse of Nkrumah as a tool for gaining power. But maybe you say that that is too long away. I would agree with you. I won't argue with you. You understand on that. Recently, references to Jerry Rawlings, I dare not repeat them here. You remember? I'm sure that you will remember references to Jerry Rawlings. How Jerry Rawlings was described. Sometimes even extending to his mother. I'm sure people are listening.
Yeah, but it cuts across. The people have said so many bad things. And,
now,
you know?
if we are all, you know, concerned about the use of appropriate, maybe decent language and so on, let us all be concerned. Let nobody mount the high horse because there's no high horse to mount.
Right. Okay. So we need to take a break, but let me just do this quickly. I understand today is the 40th birthday of a person who was until recently a director of comms for the MPP.
Yeah, well,
deputy director of comms, really, of the MPP, who's now the CEO of the YEA.
Kofi Japan.
Kofi Japan.
Yes.
So today is his 40th birthday. And so happy birthday to you, Kofi Japan, CEO of the YEA. Happy birthday to you. And it's also the birthday of an award-winning music producer, and he's also an entertainment analyst, Fred Chamens and Fredima. So Fred Chamens, and today's your birthday. Happy birthday to you. And Ben is Rama Sika Awusi. Today's your birthday. You are with the Cocoa Board, the Cocoa Health and Extension Division of the Cocoa Board. Ben is Rama Sika Awusi. It's your birthday, and this is from Dr. Kabiru Mahama, Technical Advisor to the Vice President. So happy birthday to you, Ben is Rama Sika Awusi, from Dr. Kabiru Mahama.
My friend and uncle, Sabah Maju.
Yes.
I don't know if you know him.
I do.
Sabah Maju was Uncle Sabah. How dare I call him Sabah Maju? Uncle Sabah.
Yes.
He actually turned 86.
Huh?
Yes, he turned 86, I think, yesterday or 2 days
Whoa.
ago. Yeah.
86?
86.
Wow.
86. Wow. But Ambassador Kodu Amogofre is much older than him. Yeah. And he's still walking around and climbing the Eburi Mountain and all of that. Whoa. But Uncle Sabah turned 86. And happy birthday, Uncle.
86?
86.
Okay, all right. So happy birthday to you. And we hope that you'd enjoy good health. Yes, you enjoy good health. All right, okay. And to my sister and friend.
Now, Uncle Sabah is a very, very good friend of the president. You know that? They are body for about 50 or more years.
Right, okay.
All right, okay. So my friend and sister Efe Kwashi, you are bereaved. You're laying your brother Richard Kwashi to rest this weekend, and so our commiserations to you, Efe Kwashi, and Friday and Sunday at Tema. I'll be there to support you as you lay your brother Richard Kwashi to rest. So our commiserations to you, Efe Kwashi. We'll be back shortly.
NDC for sorry and ne almost say MPP Akufo-Addo aban yenye hwe and ne almost sorry and no pa akobo dompim e wo Jubilee House say omo kotu aban ye because and ne de ekoso no e omo tan to the extent say ne John Mahama de obey Okuma Ghana for ref esan say yen crofo subanya omo didi aban e no na akofa wi aba nanka sebi dia na si cheche jamasi tumpana ne ekojobo NDC amanyoku anya no kasa ofuma to the extent say ene mema ni kroma whether we like it or not munteni we cannot allow NDC to come to power we cannot because me no so china said your brand said your kai you will never your life will never be safe under this regime yenim di on betimi aye any sunsanso a ebetimi di aba wa brabo any ayakayaka de ni ensamfu a oba bedi no kroma don't forget John Mahama oba vie na pe o efie na pe e na o pe na san fie na no sabi ochiwo no oku a obi anya ne hwe ochiwo no ye ode a maburu no future no is at stake and we need to decide say party no baby a yegina kono we are the crescendo and we need say this is the time for us to fight and rescue our party nani nyina be ya unity power
Mr. Ampadu.
Good afternoon, Mr. Asare.
How is business doing?
My business is collapsing.
Why is your business collapsing?
I sold my products and services to my clients on credit, and my debtors are not paying their debts.
Have you heard of Rosic Consult Limited, a debt recovery company operating in all the 16 regions of Ghana?
Not at all.
Mr. Ampadu, all you need to do is to contact them on their customer service line. I recommend Rosic Consult Limited, a debt recovery company to financial institutions, businessmen and businesswomen, other companies, and also individuals. Rosic Consult has 98.4% debt recovery rate. We have professional debt recovery managers. You are assured of swift debt recovery. No recovery, no commission. For Rosic Consult Limited, no more write-offs. And we pre-finance the recovery ourselves.
Hello, my friends. My name is Kelkit Toothpaste.
Wow.
I was made to be gentle on your gum, but protected. I will protect your teeth from cavity, make your teeth whiter, stronger, keep your mouth fresh all day. And best of all, I'm strawberry flavored. So put on a smile and try me.
That's amazing.
Just try me. That's my job.
If you say so, jump on my brush. Makes your teeth stronger, chicky whiter, chicky stronger. Yay! You did it!
I'm glad you like your new toothpaste. Don't forget to brush both day and night.
Kelkits. Happy smile.
Enjoy the fruits of your labor, they say. But as humans, aging and physical infirmity stands our way of enjoying our mansions and homes. It often becomes challenging, if not impossible, to use our stairways day in, day out. With portable American pneumatic vacuum elevators, PVs, you are assured of unlimited enjoyment of your mansions and homes. It's a self-supported elevator for vertical movement of humans and goods at homes and offices. The original comes in 3 custom-made models with wheelchair accessibility. Call it luxury, but it's a necessary imperative for vertical mobility. Do not let aging or infirmity limit you. Get one for your easy vertical mobility at home. It's affordable and can be installed in just 3 days without modification to your existing building. It's however easier to incorporate it at the construction stage. We also have traditional Fuji elevators and escalators for your high-rise buildings and malls. Visit Lifts and Elevators Company Limited at Sakumono for your elevators nationwide. For free consultation to call or WhatsApp us on 0200-535-515. Lifts and Elevators, the elevator people.
Step into success with Accra Business School. Boost your career with our prestigious MSc degrees from KNUST. Pick from Human Resource Management, Communication and International Relations, Public Affairs. In just 12 months, our MBA can be yours. Dive into our BSc programs in IT Security and Cybercrime, IT Management and Business and Management, endorsed by top universities in Ireland and Wales. We offer flexible entry, payment and learning options. It's time to unlock your potential and take flight. Visit www.abs.edu.gh or dial 0263 888 555. Let Accra Business School elevate your future today.
To help meet your business and private printing needs successfully, we have just the right products and services. At Appointed Time Printing Limited, we specialize in digital printing, offset printing, packaging and security printing. Our innovative designs and complete professional touch on our print products such as posters, flyers, brochures, magazines, poll cards and any other print solution of your choice ensure that our customers are always happily connected to their audience. With our security printing section, our clients are assured of a highly secured and confidential work process from start to finish. At Appointed Time, our prices are very competitive. Locate us at the old GNTC building near Swansea Shopping Arcade, Accra. Contact us on 0501 454165, 0501 4541 0167. Appointed Time Printing Limited. Our printing is the solution.
Betway is your gateway to a theme park full of gaming excitement. A whirlpool of wonder where your favorite games come to life. Where you can take to the skies with max payouts that reach into the millions. All in the palm of your hand. Visit betway.com.gh. Terms and conditions apply. Betway is regulated by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. No under 18. Bet responsibly. Betway. Bet your way.
For over 20 years of serving the world with herbal and alternative medicine, we've been successful in treating complicated medical conditions with a perfect combination of herbal and alternative methods of treatments like homeopathy, naturopathy, reflexology, and many more. We deliver excellent and effective service to people from all walks of life through scientific and traditional means. We have a well-equipped laboratory with advanced diagnostic and treatment devices to help detect your illness, so we know the right medication to be given. At Amen Scientific Herbal and Alternative Medical Hospital, we are proud manufacturers of our own herbal medication. Our zeal and passion to save lives with our patients at heart and outstanding achievements since 1996 has won us several awards. That is why we say, go herbal, go Amen. We are located everywhere in all the regions. Amen Scientific Herbal and Alternative Medical Hospital. Allahu Shafi, God is the He.
Hey, give it to me! Hey, man! Go! One time! Stop! Ah, enough you guys, oh! Continue!
Prepare yourself to unleash even more moolah by staking from 1 Ghana cedi to 350 Ghana cedis. And you could win 26 times your stake on the exciting new Pick 1 game from Game Park. Play by dialing *946# on all networks via our website or download the Game Park app on www.gameparkgames.com. Choose your Pick 1 number from 1 to 36. Place your stake and watch our live draws on Adum TV at 9 a.m., 12 p.m. and 6 p.m. daily.
Hey, live life like me with Game Park. Game Park, more moolah, more power.
This game is regulated by the National Lottery Authority, not for persons under 18. Play responsibly.
Inside Black Star Press Limited, grow inside the invective minds, evolving concepts and the creative trends. The printing press you need now. Witness the beauty, diversity, and natural wonder with our works. Inside Black Star Press Limited, in association with Lionhead Group of Companies. Call us now on 0200-880-000 for all your print works. Black Star Press Limited, a worldwide reputation for quality printing.
Right, welcome back to the show. If you just joined us, this is Good Morning Ghana live on Metro TV. Still with me on the show of Kwesi Pratt Jr. and Erica Makuchum. But are you tired of compromising on the quality of your furniture? Look no further. With Gracefield Ventures, you're guaranteed top-notch products that are not only beautiful but also built to last. With over a decade of experience, Gracefield Ventures has been the ultimate destination for office and home furniture, creating living and working spaces that exude charm and sophistication. From luxurious sofas that cradle you in comfort to sleek swivel chairs that elevate your productivity, we have it all. Go on, visit a plush showroom at the heart of Kisem, Accra from Monday to Saturday, and you can reach them on 0501-672-776 or 0501-672-777. Gracefield, bringing world-class furniture and exceptional service right to your doorstep. And I keep asking what wealth means to you. Do you want to live like a tycoon? That's another question I ask you. Now remember, who's got the mullah, got the power. Ghana's newest lottery game draws live on Adum TV at 9 a.m., 12 noon and 6 p.m. daily. Now pick up your phones, tablets and computers and download the Game Park Games app on Play Store. You can also play on their website at www.gameparkgames.com or by dialing *946# on all networks. Just choose 4 numbers from 0 to 9. It's easy to play and easy to win. Charlie, make we play this game and make some mullah. Nobody beats our odds in Ghana. Game Park Games, more mullah, more power. This game is regulated by the National Lottery Authority and is not for persons under the age of 18. Play responsibly. And Bodietri, those who speak to you would understand it, and those who are a bit older and who've lived in some communities or during certain areas, you know how this was mixed with charcoal to clean your teeth and all that. Okay, so charcoal has essential medicinal properties that help remove toxins from our bodies. The natural absorptive property of charcoal helps to remove the bacteria that produces bad breath in the mouth, hence giving you a fresh breath. Kel Charcoal toothpaste has been formulated and produced under strict hygienic conditions with all the necessary production protocols and has been approved by the Food and Drugs Authority. Constant use of Kel Charcoal toothpaste gives you a good fresh breath, whiter teeth, reduces dental plaque, makes the gum healthy and strong, prevents cavity, upset stomach, hangover, and so on. Kel Charcoal toothpaste is recommended for adults and children from 6 years and above. Kel Charcoal toothpaste for white teeth and fresh breath all day long. And this is another quality product from Samara Company Limited. Kel Charcoal toothpaste, happy smile. And Ayesoko, according to Betway. So Betway's cash out just got way better. The enhanced early partial and auto cash out feature lets you cash your bets out early. Cash out a portion of your ongoing bets or even set your bets to cash out automatically. All this to give you way more control over every thrilling bet you place. Sign up today at betway.com.gh. Terms and conditions apply, and this is regulated by the Gaming Commission of Ghana and not for persons under the age of 18. Betway gets way more. And you know, when it comes to our health, God is the healer, but He does the healing through humans. And one way to cure ailments is through alternative medicine, and that's where Amen Alternative Medical Hospital comes in. It's one of the best alternative medicine hospitals in Ghana. So for all your health consultations, counseling, physiotherapy, and homeopathic medicine, Amen Alternative Medical Hospital is the best for you. Amen Alternative Medical Hospital is the first to modernize herbal and homeopathy medicine in Ghana. They have the best medical practitioners from KNUST with a state-of-the-art medical equipment curated for your need. The most obscure ailments can be diagnosed and taken care of. Amen Alternative Medical Hospital is at Klagon on the Lashibia Sherman Road near the Underbridge. And they operate Monday to Saturday from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. and on Sundays from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. You can also reach Amen Alternative Medical Hospital on 0207 229 505 or 0244 227 192 to book your appointments. Amen Alternative Medical Hospital. God is the healer. Now, gentlemen, let's wrap up on this. I'm sure that you've seen and heard the news about the opinion of the AG as far as the police investigation into the allegations by Professor Frimpong Boateng, the Galamsey report is concerned. Now, okay, I'm trying to get what the AG is actually said about this. I mean, in essence, the AG says that bare allegations in Frimpong Boateng's Galamsey report not sufficient for prosecution, and it's revealed that the Prof failed to provide the necessary evidence to back his report. And he says several attempts by the police to obtain further information from Professor Frimpong Boateng to substantiate the allegations in the report and to assist them to conduct further investigations proved futile. The professor refused to provide any further information to the police. He also declined to give a written statement, claiming his report is an embodiment of his statement and all the information he has on the allegations. And the AG's advice dated 12 September 2023 and delivered to the CID on 14 September was signed by Chief State Attorney Mrs. Evelyn Kilson. And the AG's advice also states that the investigations by the police have not revealed any evidence in support of the allegations made by Professor Frimpong Boateng against any of the persons cited in the report. And they say the allegations are therefore bare and do not provide a basis for any criminal charge against the person cited in the report. And the AG also stated that the police diary of action shows that John Oforiatta was invited by the police, but there's no indication that he was interviewed or that a statement was taken from him. There's also no statement from Ekowusi on the docket. The AG instructed the police to wind up investigations on that issue and furnish him with a report on same. It says, in the absence of any evidence on the docket in support of any of the allegations of illegal mining activities, we are unable to recommend the prosecution of any of the persons cited in the report. They should therefore be discharged. We however await the outcome of the investigations conducted in the case involving Seth Mante, John Oforiatta, and Ekowusi. Where is he?
Well, look, as far as I'm concerned, the most interesting thing in the statement issued by the Attorney General is that for the first time since this government came into power, and since I've been reading newspapers and so on, for the very first time, our friend Gabriel Ochodakun has been given an official designation.
Really?
Yeah.
What is that?
It's described in the report as Director of Operations at the Presidency.
That must be a mistake. I'm sure they were referring to, they mixed it up with Lord Comey. It was a mix-up.
It says 12 persons, the legal advice absorbed of any act of criminality, include the Minister of Information, Kojo Nkrumah, a leading member of the NUP. Okay, so there was a mix-up.
Yeah, it was a mix-up. It's actually Lord Comey.
No, okay.
Yes,
so I actually thought that for the first time, he's been given a designation.
Oh, no.
And I was wondering why the designation was different from the popular designation.
Prime Minister. But he knows, he's aware of that designation.
Oh, he knows?
He knows. He doesn't accept it, but he knows.
Actually, since this government came into power, I've never met Gabi.
Oh, okay.
Never saw Gabi. I only spoke to him on phone once.
Oh, okay.
But, Randy, I have no doubt that this would attract some interesting reactions.
Yeah.
And I will wait for those interesting
There must be a reason why the prof decided not to. Because if you read the thing, in essence, what they're trying to say is that he didn't cooperate to the police. That's what they're saying.
That is there.
Yeah, that's just the point they're making.
That is there. And also, there's a comment about this report which suggests that the AG is commenting on the quality of the evidence that is contained in the memo which was sent to the presidency.
Yes.
And those are quite judgmental issues.
They claim that, you see, there's a claim that Professor Frimpong Boateng, it says the professor refused to provide any further information to the police. He also declined to give a written statement, claiming his report is an embodiment of his statement. So the point he's making is that if they want a statement, what he will write is actually the same as the report. But what they're also saying is that so their conclusion is that the report, I want to read carefully exactly what they said. They had a description for it, and so I'll try and get it. It says, since that the investigation by the police have not revealed any evidence in support of the allegations made by the professor, the allegations are therefore bare and do not provide a basis for any criminal charge against the person cited in the report. So what they are saying is that further and better particulars were not provided.
Yeah, but they also claim that a certain journalist called Seth Mante actually made confessions about how some scam was set up and so on. And then they also mentioned a John Oforiatta, a former Central Regional Security Coordinator, and Horace Ekowusi. Now I'm expecting all of these people to react.
Because what this shows, if you go by this document, the AG is saying that perhaps the police didn't do a good job. They say your diary of action shows that the person was invited by the police. But there is no indication that he was interviewed or that a statement was taken from him. Which means
you have
that
the actual report.
No, I'm quoting from the AG's statement.
Yeah, so you have that?
No.
Oh, okay. What I have is a graphic version.
Yes.
And I think that the weeks ahead of us are going to be exceedingly interesting.
Oh, yeah, I believe so.
But the most important comment I want to make is this. No matter what has happened to this investigation, it is clear that Galamsey is still continuing.
Oh, yeah.
There's no doubt at all about it. Now, investigations or no investigation, the prime concern of the Ghanaian people is that we ought to end Galamsey. I mean, I traveled to the Western region 2 weeks ago. I saw Ankobra. I saw all the rivers, all the way to, I went all the way to Nkrofo, you understand? And the pollution is massive. So that's what we should be addressing. Whether Professor Frimpong Boateng is right or wrong, whether he made true allegations or false allegations, Galamsey is currently ongoing. And our environment is being heavily polluted. That should be the focus of our action.
In fact, okay, so let me hear you, Eric. I mean, in fact, what we are being told today, this is what should have happened when he presented a report there over 2 years ago. This is what should have happened. It is at that point that he should have been called and all the other people given the opportunity, and he should have been called to substantiate the allegations. But until he had that GTV interview sometime this year, we didn't know that there was such a report which had been at the office of the Chief of Staff for over 2 years. And I even made the point that that was so unfair to those who he had mentioned.
The clearest indication was that this report, Frimpong Boateng's report, was not meant to be investigated to establish any facts. This investigation became necessary because it leaked into the public domain and people had been mentioned and so on. And for all we know, it may well be a cleanup exercise.
I don't know. Well, I don't know. I'm a bit restrained because I do not know. I'm trying to recollect, but I do not know exactly what the Office of Special Prosecutor is investigating, because I know that Professor Frimpong Boateng,
some account,
has gone there.
It's about some account.
Not about this issue.
No. It's about some account over which Professor Frimpong Boateng was supposed to have.
No, I think it's about this, because the Special Prosecutor issued a statement and said that they were.
I'm certain it's about an account.
Okay, I'm just referring to the statement issued by the Special Prosecutor. And I'm saying this because if you recollect, on the Anas and the Galamsey Task Force issue, the same thing, Anas had petitioned the Office of Special Prosecutor, and then Professor Frimpong Boateng's ministry also asked the police CID to investigate the matter. And Anas refused to cooperate with them because he said he had taken his matter to the OSP. And therefore, he was not going to support any parallel investigation on the matter. On the basis of that, there was also a report filed by the CID where it indicated that Anas didn't cooperate with them. So obviously, they couldn't, So that's why I said that I wanted to be clear about why he went to the Office of Special Prosecutor. Because
the account of the ministerial committee is the one that the OSP.
Just that.
Okay,
all right.
I think
yes.
So.
What's very interesting is that when it comes to the fundamental, we were talking about the tenets of rule of law and democracy. And I think that persons who allegedly were involved in this matter have what we call the very concept of natural justice. That the person who alleges should provide the evidence. Is that not the case? And I feel that if it's the view of the AG that that particular provision has not been done, then he has a right to actually prefer an opinion in the matter. But these things, if either they are of its criminal nature or whatever it is, does not have a timeline. So if really is a case that there's further evidence, I'm sure that it can actually be taken up. But as far as I'm concerned, the AG has done a professional job on the matter. It's very clear that if you take a matter to the police, for example, or you're invited by the police, you are enjoined to write an official statement. You cannot refer the police to another document that should be your official statement and all that. And so, I mean, this is a very simple matter. If really there are further evidence for anybody to provide, I'm sure that they can do so. You said something about even issues to do with fairness. The mere fact that an allegation is made does not necessarily mean that that person actually has done it. And when people are saying that, well, you need to go and look for the evidence, it's almost as if that you're actually fishing for something. You understand? The persons who are making these allegations should provide you with the evidence to do so.
So I think that both of us were right. I now have the half-yearly report of the Office of the Special Prosecutor, and it's dated 30th June 2023. And in that report, under cases, there are prosecutions, and then there are concluded investigations, and then they have what they call ongoing investigations. So the ongoing investigations, there's one, illegal mining. Now this is what it says. Investigation is ongoing in respect of suspected corruption and corruption-related offences regarding illegal mining, referred to as Galamsey. The investigations target some officials of the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources and the Forestry Commission. It also targets the activities and expenditure of the dissolved Interministerial Committee activities and expenditure of the dissolved Interministerial Committee on Illegal Mining, IMCIM, especially in respect of the seizure and management of excavators, machinery, road vehicles, and gold nuggets. The investigation further targets the activities of Akunta Mining Limited and other companies, nationals of foreign countries allegedly involved in illegal mining, and allegations of corruption and corruption-related offences against some municipal and district chief executives. So this is what the Office of the Special Prosecutor is investigating. Okay. Yes, Eric, wind up.
No, so I was making the point that since the AG has actually preferred an opinion on the matter, if there's any further and better particulars that need to be provided by the former minister, I think that nothing stops him from doing that. But we need to be careful with these things, because sometimes if it applies to other people, it's okay to go by the allegations that are being made. If it applies to other persons, then it's deemed to be, persecution by government and all of those. And there has to be a certain middle ground. We need to be objective of these things, because once your name comes up in some of these things, sometimes even if the allegations are not proven, right, it sullies your reputation and your image. And I feel that because it doesn't apply to us, if it applies to other people, we should still, exact the same, if you like, conscience and principle, so that it's not one of those things where people can make wild allegations or even insinuate certain things, and then we feel that we need to go to town with it. Because you see, even when you take a case to court, involving probably privy to some of these things, you can even take a case to court that, as far as you're concerned, it has ironclad evidence, and it can take years trying to unravel the issues. And so for me, the mere fact that these allegations are made does really not mean anything. The point of even the conversation about Galamsey and how important that we stem that particular negative tendency is something that is more important to me. That how do we, as a collective, government, the traditional authorities, civil society, the media, and all of those things, to get to the point where Galamsey is not something that is, one, degrading our environment, it's polluting our water bodies, and it's causing illness and all of those diseases in those communities. That is more important for me. Okay. But if you make an allegation and even you throw somebody in jail or whatever, it really doesn't solve the issue. The issue is about how important is it that our commitment to fighting Galamsey comes to the fore. And for me, that's more important.
Right, okay. So I've just been told that under the law, nobody is under obligation to issue a statement to the police.
So but then what it means is that there's also, you leave the police with a lot more work and a lot more...
That's why I said that. That's why I said that I would wait to hear from Professor Frimpong.
Exactly, yeah.
That's why I tried to relate it to the OSP, whether indeed his under the impression that it is a parallel investigation, and therefore he would prefer to deal with the OSP rather than the police or what. And so I'm sure that by tomorrow we would definitely get something on
I'll
this.
give myself up to the end of the week.
Okay, all right. Okay.
At least we should be expecting 3-4 statements on the matter.
Okay, so for those football fans and everybody else interested in all those court cases and all that, the case at the Human Rights Court between Ashanti Gold and Ghana Football Association, I'm informed that a verdict has just been announced in court this morning. Stay tuned to Metro TV and Original TV and Original 91.9 FM for details of this particular ruling by the Human Rights Court on the Ashanti Gold FC versus GFA. That will be coming up shortly. But up next,
re-election.
Thank you very much.
But Randy, one day you should also invite us to talk football.
No
We've been talking politics for a very long time.
Go to the sports program. Why?
Yesterday, yesterday, this same congratulations led us to some football discussion.
Conversations, right?
Then I had a message from Margot, NDC, that on behalf of the MPP, she is protesting that I have changed, I've deviated from the original. Anyway, so up next is as a Desi, the star boy with GFG Trades.
You are your own person, unique, one of a kind, special. That's why you deserve everything tailored to suit your particular taste, your preference, your needs. Just like MTN Just For You. You can get customized offers tailored to who you are. Dial *141# or use the MyMTN app to get to choose from a variety of offers made just for you.
Star 857 hash. Star 857 hash. Yankwe. Tiana foul baller. Zulayo. Tiana foul baller. Zulayo. 857 hash. Star 857 hash. Change your style. Be like that.
Change your baller style. Don't be like that. Zoom Lion is here for everyone. Pay with star 857# and we will come for your baller. Zoom Lion. Tiamian for baller wate.
Betway is your gateway to a theme park full of gaming excitement. A whirlpool of wonder where your favorite games come to life. Where you can take to the skies with max payouts that reach into the millions. All in the palm of your hand. Visit betway.com.gh. Terms and conditions apply. Betway is regulated by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. No under 18. Bet responsibly. Betway. Bet your way.
Are you expecting a bundle of joy? Experience the comfort and care you deserve from St. Michael Specialist Hospital at affordable prices. With our dedicated team of experienced gynecologists, doctors, midwives, and nurses, you can expect exceptional care and exceptional comfort for you and your baby. At St. Michael Specialist Hospital, we are a one-stop shop providing comprehensive services during pregnancy, delivery, and beyond. Our mission is to monitor and manage every aspect of your pregnancy, ensuring your well-being and addressing any potential complications.
Fantastic service. Fantastic baby.
For more information about our antenatal care and delivery packages, visit our website at www.smsc.com.gh. St. Michael Specialist Hospital. Exceptional care, exceptional comfort. Every patient, every day.
Yama Wakwaba, the Ban Nadum Auto Fix and Accessories. Ahadie, a Bano KSC near Wakadia. Ubenya Biwaha. Kabian in the house, any new here. Yansu ye were winning the four, or best son we ye amount. Nadum Auto Fix and Accessories, ye jume did ye. 24/7. Ye CCU engine, brake, battery, yes, a sour tie. Say Bano car wash dia. Je wo abefun fidelity say steamer ye the whole car engine abra nsuo nko engine nim ye san ye detailing metre say ye betwetwe car no mu ba bia ma o ye wi a ya san polish car na ma o kama enye we no nko ye san to car batteries tires rims any de keke kan Manadum Auto Fix and Accessories ema o car ensi ne dadem na nwu adwuma ma o hwehwe ye chira kwan wo dansoma na sorry dan ho a ene KFC bon hwanimu e won kran se wo information anansem bi se bia 024-651-9369. Nadum Auto Fix and Accessories.
My son, there's more blessing in giving than receiving. When you fear for you and couple the makers in
The pneumatological aberration of the Lord revealed unto me this night that me and my household should go out into the world and bless the world.
Makers Electronics Company Limited. Emma up to 67% discount. Our selected appliances.
This is what I call quintessential immaculatability.
The Makers Electronics Company Limited. Ewo Taifa Burkina Highway. Amasama Zongo Junction. Edike Pharmacy Dining. Oyer Fateman Boga Junction. Ashaman Valco Flat. Kumasi. Ahinema Kokobin. Asafubuachi Hospital Junction.
Sakradi. Kuma. Number 9 Market.
Go and tell mom and dad about the Makers Blessing Attack program.
From 0552 222 253 and 0552 222 254.
Terms and conditions apply.
Right, welcome back to the show. If you just joined us, this is Good Morning Ghana live on Metro TV. Time to check out what is trending on social media with Desi Starboy.
Doc,
what's going on?
It's good. Number of things, been a minute. So congratulations. That's everybody. I was talking with the production team. We'll do something for you.
For me?
Yes.
You will sort me out.
I told her.
You will sort me out.
I told her that when you were coming to work, she should have reminded me to bring Kitty and all the paddock. Anyway, still in the trend, dog. Did you see the man who spoke that nice English?
At the Congress?
Yeah.
The RTU supporter?
Hey.
Yeah.
Oh! The man first.
Yeah.
The book of condolence.
Yes.
If you don't know what we are saying there, this is it. You watch this video. This is one at the GFA Congress.
Honorable Mr. Katekreku. Honorable Mr. Katekreku, GFA President. She's a good for football to the Ghana.
Have you met him? Have you spoken to him?
Oh, no.
So today you meet him for the first time?
Yes.
What will you tell him?
Oh, I'll send my book of condolence to greet him.
No, book of condolences for dead people.
No. In Physiosophy, the book of condolence is not a deaf craft.
I see.
It's a book for confirmation of president.
Okay. We're gonna catch up with you, but obviously some officials here. What were your observations? How did you see the whole Congress?
Oh, the Congress she's fine. Everybody.
Is that according to what? Huh? According to what? Physiology or what?
Philosophy.
Philosophy. According to philosophy.
I'm sure philosophy.
The book of condolence is
for deaf.
No, president.
It's for president. Yeah.
Okay.
He said he will not go and write the book of condolence. He will send his book of condolence.
Okay.
A big shout to you, though.
Okay.
Yeah, that was funny. Doc, once we are away,
Yes.
we released the Cobra.
Cobra, snake Cobra.
Cobra the song.
A song called Cobra.
Oh, dog. Me baby a Cobra.
What's that?
Annie, please pray. Hey.
Uh-huh. Huh?
Obapa Gladys. That is how she mentioned her name. And the song is titled Cobra. Nibe a Cobra. So if you have any Cobra in your life, I say only Kasama when in Naho.
So who is the Cobra in your life?
Doc. Do you know that the Cobra responded? Yes, because Ghanaians were saying that we know some Cobra be, but me I don't go fit talk out. So let's just show the Cobra's response. Why?
Ghana for me Cobra. We go for pa. Some money mo he. Na maji ejine mama bako. Mama bi fe kabin kasa. Ti asaba mba kwanse na. Ghana for me Cobra.
Okay, so if any be a Cobra, Cobra saying of you do, so I beg, make it yes. Anyway, so just before I go, Bishop Herman was trending, and on a more serious note, this gentleman from Bieko,
yes,
he got into drugs as he was narrating his own story. So that's how come Bishop Herman was trending yesterday on Twitter, including drugs and some stuff. So let's just play a bit of it, then we wrap it up.
Speak to you now. I will need to spend 500 cities every day on these drugs.
500 cities?
You must get it. Else you cannot even experience erection. You see what I do? I hate doing this. This is not what I am meant to do. Going around picking scraps. No. I had dreams to become a legal practitioner. And look how shattered my dreams have become. You see, sometimes when I see some of my teachers, I call them and say, but you, why you not tell me, say, you teach me everything, you make I know everything.
I'll bring it.
So just tell the teachers, I'd rather be some but as in, sensitizers on it, as in, I don't know if you understand what I'm saying.
So are you still into the drug?
If not, I wouldn't be looking like this. This is not me. I completed Bishop Herman College.
Really?
Yes, of course. But look now.
You had a good grade.
I went to Bishop Herman with scholarship. This South-Diabetes Assembly gave me scholarship. I had a grade 6, 1 throughout. Only friend gave me the 4 at junior high. So this year to invite me one-on-one. He said, make I go school. Make I just go school. I go school, I go make some cinema.
So if probably someone wants to help you, like, what actual help do you need?
All I want is to get free. They say rehabilitation center.
Okay, so that's the power of social media, and I've seen that his mates are clamoring, getting together to get him out of the situation. So if you go on Twitter, you see that Bishop Herman trending and also drugs trending. So that's a really sad one there. But no, you do.
We all have mates like this.
Yeah. Really sad thing. All right, so on that note, Black Stars will be playing this weekend, and that's Saturday, and then on Tuesday, I think, also. So let's pray for them as we get into that. So, Doc.
You still not answer the question. Who's the Cobra in your life? Or who are the Cobras here?
Where?
Yeah. In this who are the Cobras here?
Oh, no. This guy. Be like, you be close, I go right. I'll send you official letter. If I be a Cobra. But the song it was released 18 months ago. But it just became popular
after Alan Tremantin left the NPP.
Okay, so in that context, who is the Cobra? In that context, you're using the Alan thing, that they became pop. So who in that context is the Cobra?
That one, it would depend. The party can think that Alan is a Cobra. Alan too can think that the party is a Cobra. And an extension, maybe it will reach others.
Okay.
Like
so.
Who? but don't give me a Cobra. That Cobra knows that's a dog.
Okay. Honorable Kedoverata, you know what? I think the taxes are not enough. People have time for a lot of rubbish. Up next, Metro Sport.
They are being paid at the UTV program, show-based program, useless program. MPP, we are sitting down there. Can this no power? And I can MPP a program be sao team so. Come on, Bruno, can this for they won't give you a dog chance. Now and need life they sit there and attack the government as if say there's no tomorrow. John Mahama is an alternative. John Mahama is an alternative for the people of Ghana. And you come in Ghana need the spirit of Ghana.
Good Morning Ghana is brought to you by MTN.